Hello, guys. Hold on, let Granny get herself adjusted. Can you come hand me this desk, please? This lap desk. You hear me? Come hand me this lap desk. Hey, Deborah. How are you, sunshine? Can you come hand me this lap desk? Are you done for the day? Right there. Are you done for the day? Are you settling down? Can't nobody see you. Get the desk. Can't nobody see you. Get the desk. Come on now. You wanna bring your grandma butt over here, but you don't want to get the desk. Get the desk. Clear it off and give it to me. Leave everything but the mouse pad on it. You want to come over here and stalk me, but then you get over here. Whatever I'm gonna ask you to do, can you please do it? I mean, you came to check on me and make sure I'm good, right? Can you dust it off? What is that? Dust it off with your hand. No, your hand. All right, here, close the legs on that. I'm doing well. Hey, lovely girl. How are you today? Child, do you hear these children get on my nerves? I cannot make this up. They come over here. I'm waiting for the basketball game to come on at 8, just chilling. I'm trying to see how my internet is fitting to do. I done restarted the modem. Lord, the mouse don't even work. I know this is a lie. Granny has technical difficulties all day long. What does that smell? Huh? You ain't got the oven on, do you? Huh? Where's your friend? All right, fix that towel for me. Hold on, y'all. Let me get situated. Y'all. You know, Granny got to be able to see her comments. Yeah, Deborah and a lovely girl. So I come home. I'm home probably. What time is it? I ain't been home that long. Where's my phone at? Lord, I ain't got all my stuff together. So I come home. What time it is? 6:42. I was home about 30 minutes. Of course, who popped up? Guess who popped up, y'all? Who do you think popped up? Hey, Daisy. Yes, child. Who do you think popped up? One of my children. I think they just be popping up just to pop up, y'all. I ain't called nobody. I don't need no help. I'm good. The internet thing is weird. Many are having issues, including myself. I don't know what the problem is. Lovely girl, listen, I have switched phones. I don't know. Tony, I am Filipino. I'm multi. Tony, you know this. Nobody ever notices that. Thank you, Tony. Yes, I am. I do have Filipino in me. Question is, you know what else is in there, Tony? But nobody, are you Filipino? How do you know that, Tony? How do you know that I'm Filipino? That's something very few people figure out. Yes, Granny is Asian. Granny just ain't Asian, though. Granny is a lot of things. Yeah, lovely girls. We just don't have like one internet. We have like several internets, several different modems, and not the same connection. I know you think of the same connection. No. And because it's a family house, if you will. Tony says I'm a black American, a retired Army combat veteran that has been to the Philippines. Yes, Granny is Filipino. So if you've been around Filipinos, of course, hey, high five, Tony. High five, Tony. High five, Tony. If you've been around Filipinos, you're going to know what other Filipinos look like. Samoan, internet beef? Yes. There's always internet beef going on where everybody's fighting with everybody, and then sometimes, I think Granny's supposed to be, she's supposed to pick a side, or I don't even think most people expect me to pick a side, but maybe there's some that think I'm gonna pick a side. I don't know what it is, but I'm not gonna handle it no different than I handle anything else in my life. Listen, because most of the people beefing are, I'm their senior. You see what I'm saying? And Simone, I came from a real life. People try to unlive Granny. Just like, oh no, I don't pick sides. That's what I'm saying. I've come from a real life where, not saying nobody else has, I'm speaking for myself, Simone. I've come from a real life where I've seen some real things, been through some real things, so different things move me. You know what I'm saying? Granny loves everybody in general. I'm so glad you're not in the internet beef. No, 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 no. I don't treat this no different than if my daughter and her husband were fighting. I'm not picking a side. It's not, I'm not there to pick a side. I support everybody. I love everybody. Life to me is never that serious to pick. I'm a grown woman. I don't pick sides. Love your tattoos. Sydney, these tattoos hurt so bad. So bad. Granny got a lot of tattoos, but they hurt very bad. Every last one of them. I don't want to lie to nobody. And I've been getting these tattoos since I've been like 17, 18. Yeah, just put Granny to sleep and she wants to wake up with like half her body done. You know what I really want? I want like a body sleeve. Half my body. Just body sleeve me up. You know what I want and everything. Just body sleeve me up. Yeah, so it'll be kind of odd because I'll go to one person's page. I try. Listen, Granny's good. Do you think I should get one? Daisy, don't get tattoos. Don't. I wouldn't advise anybody to get tattoos. How do you feel about the blank blank? Granny has to erase that whole comment. Just because certain things you can't say on here. Listen, Granny supports everybody. Granny loves everybody. Granny don't care what your preference is, what you do, whatever it is. I'm a universal woman. I just love everybody in general. I don't like to see people suffer. That's my only answer on anything and everything. But yeah, anyway, so back to this beefing. I'm sorry, guys. Granny can't focus. Once you get a tattoo, you want more. They're addicted. Yeah, and then something else you got to think. I think the ink ends up in is it your liver? I don't want to say too much because they fact checked at the weirdest moments. Hey, Kimmy, how are you, honey bun? Well, one of your subscribers gave me that. What? For having my own open, huh? Well, one of your subscribers gave me that work for having my own open. I think you mean opinion. I moved around because I ain't playing with no one's kids. My darn son is 40. Hey, Pie. No, Kimmy, I get it. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. No, Granny don't know nothing. I seen one of your comments, and then I went back to, what's that called? Comment back, and your comment was gone. No. Granny don't know nothing. Listen, Kimmy, Granny. Hey, Pie. Granny don't beef with anybody. I love everybody. Everybody's allowed to have their own opinion, their own, because we all have different views, different whatever. No, Granny, I don't know what happened, Kimmy, but I know if I felt some type of way or it bothered me, I would have said something. I know we have our own. I'm just giving an example. Like me and Daisy might be able to talk about whatever. Me and Childish Capri, I'm just using your name, honey bun. We might be able to talk about whatever. Me and you, Kimmy, we might be on a different level. Me and Lilac might be on a different level. Hey, Lilac. Hey, Miss Capri, how are you, baby? Are you feeling all right? And thank you for your well wishes, honey bun. Yes, everyone should be entitled to their own opinion, just be respectful. Yeah, that's how Granny is. Granny don't get into all that. Granny don't get into all that. Because I know, and like I said, different people are going to feel different ways. And, Granny, listen, Granny ain't no better than anybody else. I got nasty mouth just like everybody, just like a young girl. But I choose not to use it on here because I have elders on my page. So it's a certain way, I want to present myself. Now, you catch my timing wrong, anything could happen. But it just really takes a lot to move Granny, period. You see what I'm saying? It just really does. Yeah, no, I don't get into that internet beef. I don't. I try to give advice. I want people to do good. I want people to win. That's all I want. That's all I want. All that other stuff, I don't know. I don't know. I did all that outside. That's outside activities. To me, that ain't the internet activities. That's just how Granny feels. This is social media. It's social media. As much as it's real life, it kind of ain't real life. You see what I'm saying? It's just how I feel. Miss Capri, what you do today? Pie, what you do today? Kimmy, what you do today? Why are you sorry, Kim? Don't be sorry. I don't know what happened. I deleted because I don't be out here like that. I ain't ducking nothing. They got me. I don't do gang crews. I say that I go where I want, and I told her to keep it cute. Okay, so that's why your comment was gone. Listen, because sometimes, hey Casey, hey Christina, listen, Pie, Granny ain't being rude. I love your comment, but I'm gonna set it to the side. Because on here, certain things you can't say, certain things you can't say. I still love you though, honey bun. But what's so crazy, Kimmy, is some of my comments, that's what I try to tell people. If you guys have pages and you go in your comment section, on the comments they held for review, most of my comments that are held for review, I want to say 95% of them don't even say anything bad. They do not even say not one word bad. So that's why I say it's hard to tell what's acceptable to YouTube because what was somebody telling me one day about incense for your house? And they got that comment under review. So it's like, no, 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 you're fine, Pie. That's why I say this thing here is so tricky. Listen, if that's why I say one day I'm gonna go through my messages held for review, and you'll be like, that's hundreds of comments, and out of those hundreds of comments, there is barely anything bad in there. Daisy says you're sweet. Thank you, honey bun. I try to be. Is that Cassie or Casey? Cassie? I don't want to. I think it's Cassie. Oh, so listen, I was looking at Discord, and I think it just said Discord wouldn't run right on this tablet. Girl, I'm an old woman. Don't judge me when it comes to this laptop. So then I tried to load it on the other laptop. That was full. The phones are full. And I think Friday, Granny ended up going to the hospital. So once we got to that point, I haven't even... I'm frustrated. I'm frustrated, Casey. Granny is frustrated. So now I'm trying to figure out. Every phone is for something. I got 3 phones. I'm telling you, they are jam-packed with stuff. Good evening, Malika. So now, Casey, I'm like, what phone do I want to start erasing stuff on? And what tablet? And then the computer's over there. Child, Casey, I got a lot going on. Granny's stressed out with all these electronics. My children usually do all this. Listen, they'll come over here and harass Granny, Casey. But then when it's time to do the YouTube stuff, they're kind of like, Miss Sweet Talk says, good evening, beautiful Granny Mods chat. Good evening. What did you guys do today? And use it in the browser. So I don't have to put anything on the phones, put anything. Well, why is it saying it's not going to work with the, what the heck is this called? Child, I am tongue-tied. Listen. Tip of my tongue. Somebody say, what is this? What is this? Oh, why is it saying it's not going to work on a Chromebook? What are you running yours off of, Casey? I relaxed. I had to catch up much needed rest. Lovely girl. On my lunch break, I snuck over to Big Lots. Grant ain't been to Big Lots in 1,000 years. But I just been sitting there looking at that store, looking at that store. I think the last time I was there, I was young. I was young, like mid 20s, end of 20s. I'm like, well, let me run over there and see what I can find, and if anything. I was so disappointed when I went in there. I thought it was gonna be like Christmas. I was gonna see all this stuff. I didn't think it was gonna be what I thought it was gonna be. It's an app you can download. Browser should work. I use my phone and laptop. I love Big Lots. Casey, I don't know. I thought we were gonna have like wow factor when I went in there. I was surprised. I had the credit card in my back pocket, which I know I shouldn't have the credit card, but I was ready. I used this cord on my phone, says Daisy. Took my dog to the park earlier, and now I'm chilling at home. And how's your weekend go? Oh, and you know what else discouraged me, Casey? I don't know if you've seen my last couple lives, but since Friday, the internet's been acting funny. So that kind of discouraged me from looking any further and like just going through anything. So I just restarted the modem, and I'm trying to see now, am I up and running? Like, I tried again this morning, it wasn't working. I just restarted the modem, so I hope I got this fixed. Like, I'm getting knocked off of everything. It's horrible. I'm telling you. That's why I say me being sick like this sometimes, because I'm running from two different parts of the house. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. Took my dog to the park earlier, and now chilling at home. How's your weekend going? Well, my weekend was crappy, Miss Sweets. I don't know if anybody noticed. My week is starting out good, but my weekend was crappy. I had to go to the hospital Friday. My stomach swelled up like I was pregnant. I posted a picture in my community. What is that called? My little community area of YouTube. So I ended up going to the hospital that night. Didn't come home till Saturday morning. I mean, it was what it was. But so far, the week is starting off good. If this internet is fixed, it's going to be A-OK. Casey says, I go there for snacks. They got the best variety. Kimmy says, I went live the other day. I didn't know how to see the chat. I only had one sub. Poor Boo was in the chat talking, and I wasn't reading it. Bless her heart. This phone is the worst. Kimmy, listen. Granny doesn't usually do this stuff. I'll have like one kid over there, flagging me, because the kid will just sit there or be at home and just watch me on live and text me, hey, you need to look at this person in the chat or whatever. So now Granny's trying to be independent, read all her own chat messages. It's a lot. It's a lot. So often a lot of people don't know it, and you'll come to see Kimmy. Once we become pros, you'll have like 2 laptops running, 3 phones running. You're looking at them all. You're like, look, phone. I got one over here. I got the laptop. I got the computer running. It's a lot. Casey says, my apartment internet been screwy. Google fiber, more like restart your modem every 30 minutes. I don't know why I did not think about restarting my modem. I don't know why. It just, as much as it was right there, it wasn't right there. Like it just flew over my head as many times that I had to restart that modem. But what I'm noticing now, compared to this morning, I would have been freezing already. So I think I'm on to something. Kimmy says, stay your butt in the house, Granny. No, I know, Kimmy, but you know what? I really don't do much. People think I do a lot, but I don't do much. I go to a movie theater. I sit down. I walk to the movie theater. I walk back out. Okay, and I'm not going to lie. I might stop at a store or two around the movie theater, but I'm not like in there for hours or nothing. And then of course I got to go get my groceries and stuff like that, Kimmy. So, I'm just doing normal stuff. I can have my kids order my groceries and get them delivered and all that, but or bring my groceries, but I don't want to do that. I mean, I'm only working like 4 days a week. I'm not going to the gym. My exercise ain't what it should be. Even though I'm injured, I need to get from that surgery, I need to get some type of physical activity. So even just walking around the store is giving me some, something. I got to do something. About a month ago, maybe more phones went out across the country. Did that happen to you? No, it didn't, believe it or not. That's why I say I can't believe whatever's been going on since Friday has stressed me out. And I'm sitting here telling everybody, and nobody once ever said, go start your modem over. Like, I don't know how I missed that memo. So you can't keep yourself in the house. No, I cannot. Miss Sweet says, I'm sorry to hear that. Hope you're feeling better. I'm feeling all right. I was really scared when my stomach swelled up like that, because that C word is genetic to us. And it being, I don't like to say it, but I'm gonna say it. It being in my dad's liver is what took him to, and he woke up one day and his belly was swollen just like that, and it was pretty much the end for him. So when that happened for me, I was like, you guys don't know it, but the worst was running through my mind, because usually that means your liver is not functioning properly. So when I seen that happen, I'm like, oh my gosh. The last thing I'm kind of thinking about is YouTube. I'm just thinking, oh well, wow. What if I go to the hospital and this is it? This is it. So it's like you're trying to tie up loose ends before you go to the hospital. I have children, I have all types of stuff. So I was stressed. Lovely girl, are you supposed to be walking around? Casey says Granny is living her best life. Oh yeah, the trolls are gonna love you, Kimmy. I'm not supposed to be doing no Olympic sports. No. No. My job, they're really lenient on me, I don't think I'm doing too much. Obviously I am, because I swole up real bad, but I didn't think I was doing too much. Cheeto says hello. I'm on day 4 of a fast. I was supposed to stop yesterday. I'm not hungry. I feel like I should eat. I'm on the verge of cognitive breakthrough, or am I mad? You know what? I'm going to say this. Granny's a faster too. Don't take this the wrong way. Do not take this the wrong way. Granny's a faster too. And I've been fasting all my life. And I fasted in many different ways. And I know there's times where Granny's, I'm just going to use myself as an example, where Granny's been so hungry, she might have thought some things were what they were, but maybe they're not, just from fasting. So take that for what it's worth. I'm sure you're a faster, so you understand. Granny's fasted over 4 days. My mom has been in and out of the hospital for the past few weeks, so I know how you feel. Yes, Daisy, it's been. Hoover says, I think I may have found what I'm looking for. And how are you doing, by the way, Hoover? Corey Johnson says, I currently have 3 fingers. And let me go on ahead. Well, Corey, you know what? That's too bad for you. But you're like on a whole Granny's page talking reckless. Do you feel good about yourself as a man, Corey? I'm just curious. Have I gave you any reason to talk to me like that? I'm just really curious. You know what? I don't even need you. We'll just take you off the channel. How about that? Granny, you sure you didn't have gas? No, it wasn't. That at first, that's what I was thinking. My stomach. Did you see the picture, Kimmy, on my community wall? My stomach went like that in 3 hours. Hoover me up says, no way, I'm a granny. Baby, I have. Do you not see? Listen, I'm losing the fat under my eyes. I have the turkey neck. I am a granny. I'm a granny, Hoover. I'm an actual full-fledged granny. So you have fasted more than 4. Maybe I should continue. I should have never said that. By the way, what's the longest you fasted? Granny's not going to tell you, because I don't want to influence anybody's fasting. But I'm going to say this. Fasting does give you a reset. You know, Granny's all into that exercise, natural, healthy, all that. Fasting does give you a reset in multiple ways. But sometimes fasting could put you in an uncomfortable way. Do you know what I mean by that, Hoover? Where you won't feel like how you should feel. Hoover says, darn, you're fine. Thank you, honey bun. I wish I was younger. Hoover, I keep telling the vampires, if you're going to bite somebody, now's the time. If I have to go out at this age, I'm not mad at it. Daisy says, my mom, grandkids love my mom more than their own mom. Is that how your grandkids are? No, actually, I let my grandkids love their mother more than me. Because one thing I realized is, hold on. One thing I realized, I was a daddy's girl. And when I say daddy's girl, I don't even think you guys understand what I mean. I know you hear me saying it, but you don't. My dad probably did too much. And what I realized this way when I was younger. So my children, I didn't do my children like how my dad did me. I'm not going to do my grandchildren like how my dad did me, because when my dad went to heaven, it crushed me in a different way. And I'm not saying it crushed me any more than anybody else's, but anybody who is actually a daddy's girl or a mama's girl, you understand. It affects you all day, every day. It's bad. So I kind of make it where I love my children and my grandchildren, but I make them stand on their own. I don't smother like I smothered my children for a long time, but then I always realized that that wasn't the right thing to do. They need to be able to honestly love me, but not be, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. I don't want it to be harder for them. I need to get right spiritually, and I need a cognitive breakthrough. No, I get it. I totally get it. I'm 130 and my butt and stomach look alike. I turn to the front and back, some mess. I seen you do the 90-degree leg stretch. Oh, the stand and split. Yeah, Granny's actually in real fit. Excuse her now because she hasn't been exercising, but I can still do the 90-degree split if I had to. Right now, this very second, Kim. I'm just letting you know. But it took me a lifetime to be able to do that. LS says, hey, Granny, I do intermittent fasting. I haven't fasted for longer than 24 hours at this point. I used to cutting up my fruits and veggies now. LS, Granny lives off of that. Hoover says they don't want to call me Granny. You don't have to call me Granny. You can call me Gold. Granny is just what the children I mentor call me. So that's just a name. It's just something that carried over. He was an awesome man. We'll get to that in a minute, Kimmy. LS, listen, Granny's starving. You know what I just went? I went about another watermelon and more fruit. I will go, watermelon's mostly fruit. So that's why it's hard for Granny to gain weight, because fruit is only water. I go through that watermelon's like this big. And I'll go through that in 2 days, literally 2 days. I'm loving that you were a daddy's girl. My daddy was a good man. Yeah, Kimmy, he was, let me tell you something. My dad made it where you didn't need husbands. You didn't need anything. You didn't need anything. So if I called my dad and said, hey, Dad, I don't know how to get here, don't worry, there's a driver coming. And I understand he did what he did because, I'm his baby girl. I understand. And that's just a minor example. You guys know my dad mentored to a level I'll never be able to mentor. He did things, buying people's cars. My dad looked out for everybody. So that's where I get that from, that giving heart. But my dad did a little too much, and I don't need his money or anything like that. But let's say something was going on right now. I call. Let's say C-19 came out. He went to heaven right when C-19 came out. I would have called and say, "Hey, Dad, C-19, what do I do?" He would have said, "Stay home or go to work." You know what I did? Since my dad was in heaven and I didn't have nobody to give me that answer, I stayed home for 3 years. I stayed home for 3 years. Just because, that's what my dad did. That's what my dad did. My dad was a dad. He didn't matter. It didn't matter what age I was. And not that he didn't love my other siblings, because that's a gosh darn lie. But I was the first. And there's like decades between me and my siblings. And I'm the only one at the time that had grandchildren. So I was with my dad, I had decade plus with my dad before the other siblings even came. That's how I turned into a tomboy. I changed my way of thinking. Worrying will really get you sick. Amen. You ever notice, Kimmy, when Granny comes up missing the other day, couple days, my stress level is, woo. Love the way you talk. Thank you, Hoover. Granny just had a really bad dental surgery too, so my words are slurred. My mouth ain't working right. My mouth will probably never work right again. The surgeries I've had have been so extensive. You hear that? Extensive. I still can't even feel part of my mouth. It's a lot happening over here. Hi, Lilac. Exactly, I picked a man just like my dad. Yes, I want a man like my dad, but not like my dad. You know what I mean? Like how men want somebody like their mother, but not like their mother. Because it gets a little borderline creepy. Hoover says, I think you and me will go together like salt and pepper. Oh, yeah? Daisy says, I wish my dad was like that. You know what? He was a beautiful man. I don't want to make it seem like I was a step above or had anything better going than anybody else or anything like that, because I didn't. But, my other siblings, they had my mother where I had my dad. So it kind of wasn't fair, we kind of, how can I say it? Don't think my dad was in the household with my siblings. So don't think my dad didn't. No, my dad took care of everyone. But, everybody, as much as we try to act like we don't, every parent kind of leans towards certain kids or kids for whatever reason. I'm not calling it right, but it is what it is. LS says, I get what you're saying about dad. My dad was the same. LS, listen, if it was the mailman, my dad would catch you at the door of the life lesson. He didn't care. Bernard says, hey, you. Hey, Bernard, how are you doing something? You got some nice teeth, pretty. These aren't even you see, they're not quite even. These aren't even my finished teeth. They're permanent teeth, but not my finished teeth. Granny's jaw went like this. It was broken, so Granny had to get bone grafting to bring her jaw back down. I've had 12, 13, 14 different sets of teeth on. So every time you change one or you fix this, it gets uneven. But when you do that type of dental work, your mouth becomes very sensitive. So I don't think Granny's changing any teeth. I don't care how white they are. Like, I got real white teeth down at the dentist's office, and I don't like how they look. I think Granny's going out like this. Unless it's something very important, we're not taking these off. It's just no. How are you, Granny? You are so pretty and attractive. Thank you, Bernard. Thank you. I am a granny, Bernard. Hoover says, back off, Bernard. Gito Planet, I subscribed. I will see through this 4th day. After that, I will fast in 2-day intervals later in the week. I think 2 days is good, Gito. That's what I'm saying. I think 2 days is good. I had a great father. That's one thing that, boy, I will cry. About that man, ooh, I'll cry about that man. That's why I say, everybody wants their kids to love them, but there's a such thing as your kids loving you too much. Does that make sense? I will also journal my experience. Don't matter, you look real good. Thank you, Hugh. Thank you, Hoover. Cheeto Planet. Can I ask you a serious question? Even with a great father figure, did you have any issues navigating dating men? That's a good question. Do you want an honest answer? Do you want an honest answer? Do you want? Granny's internet starting to go crazy. I just seen something. It better not be. You guys, let me know if it does. I seen a little flick something. Um. All right, dating for Granny was very different. Here it goes. We're having problems. Look, hold on, let me call the front house. Why is this happening? You guys, is it blurring up? Is it blurring up? Let me know. Let me know. Let me know what I got to do. Is it blurring up, you guys? On here, it looks blurred. Is it blurred? Oh my gosh. Give me a second, guys. Unbelievable. This is crazy. Hold on. Let me call the front house. What is happening? Oh, Lord. Give me a second, guys. Give me a second. Give me a second. Now we're very blurry. Give me a second. Let me call the other part of the house. Hold on. Deborah, let me know when it fixes. Let me know when it fixes. Deborah, is it fixed yet? All right, hold on. Let me text somebody in the front house. Hold on. I'm back here in the YouTube room. Hold on. I don't want to walk all the way up there, guys. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Hello? Hey, I was just saying, you ain't messing with the internet or nothing, are you? Okay, because it was acting funny again, but now it's back to normal. All right, love you. All right, bye-bye. All right, it's better. It's better, y'all. Okay, so let me tell you what dating for Granny was like. Now, I might miss your comments, and if there's something you want me to explain or talk about, you got to go back because I'm trying to talk and I'm looking at different screens and all that. So, listen, they say they're not. Yes, Kimmy, I love you, honey bun, and Granny loves you, baby. Don't never feel like you ain't welcomed here. Don't never, I got my own thing with all my. I don't want to call you guys subscribers, my friends, with all of my people. So I love you, Kim. Don't never feel like you're not welcomed here. So dating for Granny was different because let me tell you why dating for Granny was different when she was younger. Because Granny was kind of in a power position. You got to remember, Granny came from the streets, and Granny did what men did. And now, when I say from the streets, remember, I had a father that owned a business, so I didn't have to do any of that. Hey, Jason. So that was Granny's personal choice because, and Granny didn't sell her body. Granny wasn't on, none of that stuff. Granny wasn't doing none of that. Granny was just out there running with the men, and Granny also managed stores. I did that, and ladies, don't take this personal, but it's going to come out wrong, but it's not meant to be wrong. I had a baby, just to give you guys a quick rundown. I had a baby when I was 15. And I realized at 15, just by looking in at other people's homes and looking at reality, I'm like, boy, men and women are struggling as a couple, as a unit, both of them working. So at 15, I realized then I didn't have a lot of options. And I realized the American way or no, I don't even want to say the American way. Ooh, ladies, don't take this offensive. What's my words? What's my words, Deborah? How do I say this? I know in real life it takes two to run a household, financially and everything. Do you understand what I'm saying, Deborah? I realized at 15 that I didn't want to have to link up with a man or date a man or need a man. I wanted to be an independent woman and pay my own bills. And I didn't want to have to wait. I didn't want to have a sugar daddy. I didn't want to. I wanted to run with the boys and do what the big dogs did. It's what I wanted to do. I didn't have to because I couldn't ran back home and ask daddy for anything. But I didn't. So in the process of that, Granny being in the streets and stuff like that, I became a woman of power. So when Granny went to date a guy, the guys I would date, American dream was a bad word. That was a very bad word. Should I say just the way of life? American dream was definitely a bad word. Ladies, don't hate me for this. You know what I'm saying? It's real. It does take two people to run a home. Yeah, one can do it, but the reality is a lot of things, we are family. Thank you, Clarissa. So anyways, so when Granny would go to date guys, thank you, Bernard. So when Granny would go to date guys, I would have more money than the guys I would date. So I could never take them serious. And I'm not saying that in a mean way. But if I'm out here getting almost unalived, what are you doing? And I'm working, 60, 70, 80, 100-hour weeks managing stores. What are you doing? You see, so that would be unacceptable. So basically, any guy I laid up with, I was just actually laying up with. I didn't love none of them. Do you understand what I mean? Just because I had a baby by somebody, I didn't love them. That means we were doing the nasty, and I liked it. That's all that meant. And also, Granny knew that she could afford to take care of her babies. So yeah, that's all it was. But dating for Granny was really hard because now, once again, I dated police officers, oddly enough. I've dated all types of people in the army. I just haven't dated street thugs that were out there with Granny. But it's hard for me to date a man because since my mind has went to a certain place that a man's mind would go, and my mind actually goes above most men. Most men would be, no matter your position, no matter your pay rate, no matter what, mentally you would be below me. Not because I'm smarter than you or... A man has to be a man. How can I say it? A man has to be a man at all times. Does that make sense to anybody here? A man has to be a man at all times. So since Granny's an alpha female, unless you're truly an alpha male, there's no way it's going to... Does that make sense? Is that a short way to say it? It's only going to last so long because you can never make a man not feel like a man. And I can do that just through simple conversation because I am an alpha female. I have been in alpha female positions. I've been in, just what it is. Well, no, I'm not wild. I'm not wild at all. I just stand in the paint for my children. That's all. Jason, listen, Granny don't redo nothing. I don't take nothing back. Granny's also put her child in position to model, do commercials, all that. Yeah, I'm independent. That's all it is. I'm independent. When I walk into a... You gotta remember, I was raised as a tomboy. So I need men to see me a certain way. I wasn't taught by my father. That's why my father did that, I think. Because he didn't raise me to be an actual object to men. He raised me to be their equal or better. So that's just something that always has stuck with me. Yeah, no, I didn't want a sugar daddy. I did listen. And I was a beautiful girl. And having sugar daddies would have been probably easy. It worked out for everyone else. But that just wasn't something I wouldn't do. I don't want to live paycheck to paycheck. Well, Granny doesn't do that now. But I didn't want to live paycheck to paycheck. I didn't want my children to go out in the streets when they become teenagers because I couldn't afford school clothes. I couldn't, yeah, so I took one for the team and I don't feel bad. But at the same time, let me tell you this. I know this is off topic, but spoiling your children is ruining your children. Your children have to feel the struggle. If they don't feel the struggle while they're young, they're not going to understand it when they get old. Jason says, okay, I respect that. Mondarius, hey, Granny. Hey, Auntie, how have you been? Sending you love and blessings. I like the idea of you, the movie theme room. Well, you know what I'm wondering now, Belinda? If I do those big posters, is that going to be a copyright? Clarissa says men would be intimidated by you. Bernard says, back in your 20s, the guys went crazy for you. They did. Now, that I'm not going to lie about. But like I said, they were just kind of for fun. I knocked them down, just like how I really live life as a man. I'm not going to lie. I ain't going to lie. You know how men felt about women? That's how Granny felt about men. I've literally been around men my whole life. So their thinking is right here. So how a man feels or thinks is how Granny thinks. Only difference is Granny wears thongs sometimes. So that's why I say, it's hard for women to understand me because I'm really not girly. I'm not womanly. I come on here and act a certain way because I have elders on here, but this is far from who I am. I'm a work in progress. I'm not the best at anything. I'm just, honest person. I tell my story. That's why I mentor, because I have seen different aspects. That's why I give back to the community, because I have destructed many homes. Women still think this the way men have to earn more or face disrespect. Gito, how can I say this without... Dang, Granny don't like to make anybody mad. I came from a traditional home and a traditional man. And that's all I'm going to say, and I'm going to walk away with that. I don't even want to get into it because I don't want no hard feelings. I don't want nothing to be said wrong. It might be misunderstood. You broke hearts before. Granny really didn't love nobody. Like, I really loved them all the same. Like, I don't want to... I had a serious relationship when I was young with my first children's father. I was with that man since elementary to high school and well after. So I had already understood what a 10, 15-year relationship was, when I was in my early what? And you got to remember, there's only like 15 years between me and my daughter. So, I think that's understanding to how my life kind of went. Go on out there. You're all right. So I don't know. I just view things different. Oh, I understand, Auntie. Personally, I don't reckon it would be a copyright. I see heaps of people with like Dragon Ball Z posters, etc. Yeah, I don't know. Belinda, I don't even know what the right answer is. But no, I got posters on deck and I'm ready. You are a work in progress. Thank you for your honesty. I am, Clarissa. I am. But that's why I say, as much as somebody tried to unalive Granny, it would be unfair of me not to come back and give back to my same community that I harmed. Just because I was doing good. You gone, son? Say a voice so people know I'm not talking to myself. Say, hey. Say, hey, YouTube. You hear me? Yeah. Yeah. I think more like, shut the door. I think more like a man than I do a woman. A lot of things that women think or treat men, I totally disagree. Some would call me a pick-me. Oh, I get it, Malika. My thing is a little different too. Yeah, when I saw your posters and you come up with the idea, a thought, bang. So I don't know. But just know, Belinda, I am actually looking for curtains, and I'm thinking about maybe getting Because I might move forward with it. It's not written in stone. I won't. I'm just not sure of the posters, but I'm already looking for the velvet curtains, and I'm looking to like perhaps get a theater sign made, like Foreign Blood, not Foreign Lives Theater. Like I'm working it. You're such a nice granny. Like you deserve the world. I wish you were young. Thank you, Bernard. I'm a nice granny. I'm a feisty granny too. I can get a little crazy if I got to. I try not to, but just know I ain't that old. I can get stupid with the best of them. That's why I don't get stupid, because our levels of stupid is different. Granny's from the streets. Granny's willing. I am willing to risk it all. That's why I say you guys know. I'm sure some of us have cousins, brothers, nephews, kids that are in the streets. You can take the kid, you can take the person out of the streets, but you don't take the streets out the person. You see what I'm saying? That's why Granny don't internet beef, and that's below my savage pay grade. I'm just saying. Ooh, velvet curtains like would look wonderful. Yes, I can just imagine the turnout no matter what you choose. I know it'll be great. It ain't gonna be great because I can't decide what I want. So it's gonna probably never be great at this point. We're going on 4 months of thinking, and Granny has not got anywhere, guys. I haven't got any closer. I don't know what the answer is, y'all. I'm to the point where I'm kind of like just gonna have someone else do it. No, that's true. You still have the streets in you. That's why I say, so when people tongue wrestle and, just like when Sonny, for example, you guys know how Sonny talks to Granny. That's why I have to walk away from Sonny, because that's below my savage pay grade. As much as I'm trying to mentor you, I can only be disrespected so much. I'm also not going to let anybody talk to me any type of way. Now, in the same breath, I've excused it because of her situation. But it's to the point where I kind of can't excuse it no more. You know what I'm saying? When I know I come in with true intentions and I really want you to win. You know what I'm saying? I really, really want you to win. But me arguing with her, I think that would only bring karma on me. You know what I'm saying? How can you be hey Samoan, like how can you be out there in the streets going up, well not no more, but how can Granny be out there in the streets experiencing or doing all the rough things she been doing and then argue with the amputee? You see what I'm saying? That would be like disrespect to him. Like, how dare I? It's bad enough I done everything else outside. Now I'm gonna argue with it wouldn't be right. You understand what I'm saying? I was working. How did work go, Samoan? Her mouth is reckless. It's no point entertaining her. It's below my savage pay grade. I'll do a lot of things, but that ain't one of them. That just ain't one of them. That's how that don't power me up. That don't make me a beast. That makes me look like an idiot. Like what would I even be arguing and tongue wrestling with somebody like that for? You see what I'm saying? What? As I say, Granny don't internet beef. It doesn't. I've been through too much. Me arguing online with anybody, that's stupid. Yeah, her mouth is a little rough. Her mouth is a little rough. So you're done working for the day, Samoa? But now at this point, back to the dating thing, in case anybody wonders, because I'm sure the question will come up again. So if Granny does date now, it's a little different. Granny's gonna find someone that we can go together. Well, we ain't gonna go at the same time, but you know what I mean? Like some ride or die type, we're in it for the haul. And now the other thing about the other guys I used to date, they ended up like kind of working for me. While I'm out here doing this and managing stores and doing that, you got to take care of my dogs. You got to take care of my house. You got more time than me. And if you can't do it, and if I got to bring someone in, you probably don't need to be coming around there, period. So it wasn't like it was never an equal playing field. That's why I say, so dating older. And plus I'm in a different place in my life now. So it's going to be different, but I still need that mental challenge. Without that mental challenge or someone to push me to be greater than what I am, work was good, made great money. Oh, I know you did, Samoan. I know you did. Listen, you probably got about, yeah, I know you did. I can't wait till you move to Atlanta. That's going to be so great for you. I was thinking about that at work today. I said, boy, he's going to get that check once he moves there. Guaranteed check. I'm excited for you. So listen, does anybody have anything that they did today? Any kids graduating? We got to have something going on in our life. Granny just don't want to talk about herself, guys. Life is just not about me. I watched some of your shorts. Lord have mercy. You are beautiful. Yeah, I'm pretty on my good days. I really love you so much. Thank you, Bernard. Ondari said, God's great. Amen to that. I agree with that totally. How was work? How about that? Samoan, other than you made a lot of money, did you enjoy yourself? Did you have any problems? Anybody get on your nerves? Because you know they get a little, Were you working at that job today? Let's see what happened in Granny's job today. I had to counsel my boss because I'm older than my boss. I had to mentor the children. Normal stuff for Granny. Normal stuff. And then, let me think. Some of the people I counsel at work are like in their 30s. But I don't mind. I don't mind doing it. I don't mind. That's just what I do. But sometimes when they come to their, hope they ain't watching. But sometimes when they come to me with their problems, I'm like, well, boy, I'd like you to trade me lives and see how that works. Like the things they be complaining about, I'd be like, okay. I'm like, I wish that was my complaints. I wish that's what I had to complain about in life. Boy, I wouldn't even listen. That wouldn't even be a thing over here. It was fun. My coworker is plotting to take over as a high up manager at the country club. Amen. Listen, Simone, you need to get in that management. Well, you said you're going to school for something else. But man, it's money in management. I'm telling you guys right now. For those that don't know, it's money in management. Also, one of the members called out our beverage manager for not having us stocked. Our bar makes the most. Hey, it happens. It happens. Granny, actually, she managed a strip club before, too. Now, that was a good time. I'm letting y'all know. That was a good time. Money, yet we get the worst set of equipment and treatment. No, I get it. Mondare smoke green. That's what you did today? Let me see, because I think I missed some comments somewhere. Bernard said, I could watch you all day, but I can't watch my girl all day because you cool and she's not. That's usually how it works out. Javon says, hello, how are you doing? How are you doing? That's funny, Bernard. I'm laughing at that comment. Y'all see Bernard's comment? It said, I could watch you all day, but I can't watch my girl all day because you cool and she's not. Hey, it be like that. But you know what? The grass always seemed greener on the other side. Listen, it's not a true statement. Don't let it hype you up. Oh yeah, his best friend is a blank dealer, so he's going to have a Simone, I love you to death, but you know Granny gotta take that off. Listen, do you, Simone? Mondare says, darn, I wish I was a dude. So you're a girl? I want to go back into the gym. I went and seen the doctor last Thursday. Was that Thursday? Yeah, Thursday. Yeah, I went to see two doctors Thursday, and I tried to get cleared to go back to lifting weights. Neither one of them cleared me. Neither one of them cleared me. I'm like, listen, I'm getting body fat. But then when my stomach swole up Friday, I'm like, you know what? Okay, maybe the gym ain't what it should be. I'm understanding now. But I'm ready. Listen, Granny's ready to get the little muscles back on her arms. Granny's ready. I miss my standing splits. I miss all that. I want to do backflips through the yard. I got a whole trampoline. I go out there and I'll just flip and flip and flip and flip and flip and flip. I love anything fitness. I love. I ain't gonna lie, I went out there and did a flip the other day, and as soon as I came down on that trampoline, boy, and even though the trampoline sinks down when you jump on it, my stomach was like, it was letting me know, like, okay, you're doing too much. Like, okay. So when I jumped down, I just kind of like fell out, like, ah. Yeah, so I don't think Granny's gonna be doing. Oh, the flips are fun. I got on my shorts, I got one of my sons doing a backflip. One of my grown sons doing a backflip. That boy there, he just, he is the flip king. As I say, I've always been into, he's in his 30s, and he still does it. I've been in exercise for so long where they just kind of been introduced to it, so it's just normal to them. My daughter, one of my daughters ain't fit though. My daughter, her goal is just being a beautiful woman with an education. And she is a pretty black, beautiful woman. Beautiful. She is beautiful. She got the Asian eyes. She is actually, that's her eyes on my page. She is beautiful. She's beautiful. I ain't bragging. But she looks just like me when I was younger. She is beautiful. And the fact she got those Asian eyes, boy. Oof. I love me some Asian eyes. Samoan, what is the next movie you're watching? I know you got something in your sight. Brian, how are you? Where have you been, young man? Brian's here from Portland, Oregon. Casey Jones says Chinese eyes. Asian, we're Filipino. It's all Asian, it's just different. And I also have Pacific Islander in me. If you know Pacific Islander, that's derived from Chinese. That's a couple different Asians in there alone. Just know, if you guys were, and that's one thing I tell everybody, I'm going to do a DNA test one time. That's going to be one of our things. So you could see what everybody thinks they're like one ethnicity. No, Granny has like all types of stuff. I mean, that list is long. Filipino women are beautiful. They are beautiful women. They are beautiful women. That's one thing I got. But they're not. It's not no different than a black woman. It's not no. If a woman's beautiful, she's beautiful. But Filipinos, that's in me. Just like black is it or whatever's in me. Caucasians in me. They're any race of woman can be beautiful. But Filipino just have, it's Asian. You have slanty eyes. You see, Granny don't even have. She has a little slant, but not that much of a slant. But if once again, the Filipino looks like, then you would know Granny Twisters. What? That's the movie, or that's something else, Samoan? Don't make me pull it up. What is that? Now you got me wondering. What is that? A tornado chaser movie looks very, very good. Is new, or is it old? Look, I'm on it. Are we talking about the old Twister movie, or a new one? Don't worry, I'm looking right now. If a woman shows up, she is beautiful. A new movie, Samoan, comes out soon. Listen, Samoan, I am looking at the trailers when I go to the movies. You know, ain't nobody in the theater but me. I am looking at the billboards. Why am I not seeing these movies? Like when I go in there, am I just daydreaming? July 1924. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You might be onto something. Listen, it ain't gonna be better than that, what was that you just told me to watch and I watched? That I've been talking about ever since. I can't remember. What is that movie called? Simone, what is the movie called? I can't remember. What's it called? Mad Max. It ain't gonna be better than Mad Max. Ain't no way it's gonna be better than Mad Max, y'all. Listen, if you guys have, KC says Sharknado. If you guys have not seen Mad Max, go see Mad Max. Samoa Nomad on here, he put me on to it. Best movie I've seen in 2 years. And I'm telling you, I watch all the movies. Obviously, I'm missing some. Samoan, I just don't even know they be out, but I end up seeing them. Samoan, how do you know all these movies? How am I missing the memo about these movies? They're making a sequel to Tornadoes called Tornadoes, none of the original cast. It won't be but a good enough movie. Listen, can't nothing compare with Mad Max. Has anybody else seen Mad Max other than me and Samoa? Man, I'm giving that a 20. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm giving it a 20. You know what I thought about today, Samoan? I was like, maybe after work, don't even judge me. I was like, maybe after work, I should go watch the movie again. Doom 1 and Doom 2 are better than Mad Max. That's what you said yesterday, Simone. I'm not even going to believe that in my mind. I am not, Simone, you'd be a good movie buddy for me. Boy, we'd be in all the movie theaters. You can't convince me of that. Ain't no way you can even convince me of that. Ain't no way. Listen, I got to see one of them. I ain't even, has anybody seen Doom 1, Doom 2? I ain't even accepting that. That cannot be a true statement. Has anybody seen Doom 1, Doom 2, and Mad Max? I want to know, Samoan is saying Doom 1 and Doom 2 is better than Mad Max. Is he pulling my leg or is this a real thing? I don't know who can compete with Mad Max. Listen, Mad Max was. Just know if I end up back in the theater watching it this weekend, do not judge me. What's coming out this weekend, you guys? I promise you, I'll send you $30 and it's better, and I mean it. That movie, breathtaking. Are you serious, Samoan? Don't set me up for failure, because I might watch one of them tonight. Do not set me up for failure. Now, I'm going to see what's coming out this weekend. I do not like the fact that I spend more time in movie theaters, but Samoan knows every gosh darn movie coming out, and I don't. I feel like I suck. I cannot be outdone by you, Samoan. I want to be able to come on here and say I've seen a movie you haven't seen yet. Let me see. I even thought about seeing that Garfield movie, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm going that far. I think that might be a little, I don't know. Has anybody seen that yet? I usually don't watch cartoons or nothing like that unless I'm with my children. Well, my grandchildren, can I say that? My children ain't even going for that. What is the date? Saturday, the 1st. LOL, I've been keeping with movies since COVID. Yep. When streaming service took over, Garfield may be okay. I think if I was a child, I'd get the wow factor out of Garfield. I don't think I'm going to get, I don't know. I don't know. What's the one cartoon I can't watch? Is that the Addams Family? Am I saying that right? Addams Family? Addams Family? Is Addams Family in a cartoon? Well, I like it. Whatever it is, I like it. I think it's Addams Family. I mean, it got to be a real good cartoon in order for me to be like, I don't know about that terror. I don't think that's going to be good. How may I help you, sir? Going home tonight, right? Right? Hello? I'll be okay in the house by myself. No need to stay the night. I'm gonna be all right. I got cell phones you can call me on. Do you hear me? Not that I'm trying to rush you off or nothing, but don't your house need you? Ain't there something you can do at your house? Am I wrong for saying that, guys? Brian, they're 30 something years old. You don't think they need to be in their own house? I'm not being mean, Brian. Yes, they have their own place, Brian. This is what's comical. Yes, they have their own place. Why are they here? Why are they here? Yesterday, he came with bags, 2 bags. Over 30, Samoan. Over 30. I just read over 30. Well, I'm Irish, Brian. I have Irish in me too. Listen, I love these children, but what it is, they just I don't know. I feel like they think they own me. Well, I guess they do have rights to me, but my gosh, I'm trying to tell them I'm a grown up, y'all. You have Irish, but it's not the Irish part that I just saw. Is that good or bad? Is that good or bad, Brian? What do Irish do? Because, oh, distant? I don't know. Granny was raised in a biracial home, so Granny doesn't know what just one race does. All my races don't accept me, Brian, okay? I'm not Irish enough. I'm not African enough. I'm not Filipino enough. Hi, Brian. You guys like and subscribe to Granny's channel. So that's what the Irish do, Brian. They keep their grown children like, when you're gone, you're gone. I can't shake them. I cannot shake them, guys. I cannot shake them. Our mothers are strict and oh, well, no. I'm strict. Hey, just tell the truth. Use your voice. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the strictest, how strict am I? Tell the truth. Say it loud. Say it loud. Say it loud with your man voice. He said 10. Look, he's trying to act all nice and quiet. Listen, I'm a 10 plus something. He's lying. I'm a whole 20. I'm a whole 20. Brian, I was saying earlier, they're like, you want to meet with girlfriend? Or they'll come in, my girlfriend wants to talk to you. I'm like, I'm not talking to nobody. Particular movies show certain trailers. Well, Deborah, listen, I go to enough movies where to think that these trailers that he's seeing would be popping up. I see a variety of different movies, so to think at least one of these good movies, because I'm telling you, I had no clue about Mad Max. I got to get that poster. I'm going to tell them I told them last time I was there, these posters I'm getting are bigger than me, the ones that I really want to keep. I'm telling them any movie that I've seen is what I want, or the posters I want. It's so hard to get frames. Listen, I spent all day trying to look for a way to frame it again, and it ain't looking too good for Granny. Where you going? Don't you have a bag? You gonna take your bag? Take your bag! Your keys! Hey, don't leave me alone, guys. Hey, don't leave me alone. Listen, and if that don't work, I got a sister in the other part of the house and a nephew. So I don't get much time. I don't get much time to myself. They're on me. My sister, she spares me a little bit. So what I do, if I'm trying to do something naughty or run the streets and whatever it is, I'll just dodge her. So she won't know if I'm coming or going. But my nephew always catches me coming in and out the house. Because, he's younger, but he always catches me coming in and out the house. Ain't no hiding from these children. I told you, I'm going to change the locks. My son will park the car somewhere else, child, and be in the house. I got this one that all my children love me. But this one, he can't cut the cord, y'all. He can't cut the cord. Granny cut the cord. His is still attached. Like he's running around the cord like, yeah. I told him, I said, boy, listen, the way you act, you could be drinking lead. Do we know what lead is? In Creole, do we know what lead is? Or in Spanish, leche. You could still be drinking leche. Is it Natty Slim or Naughty Slim? Yes, milk. They should be drinking Tata Let. Them children, I'm cut the cord. This one here that you keep seeing running in and out the house every gosh darn day that has his own place. And why he comes over here with bags of clothes, I never know. If I were to leave my house right now, he's calling me before I get to the end of the road, which isn't even a block. Where you going? I'm like, what? Yeah, I don't know. I'm starting to think them children are weird at this point. They'll get my phones and put like little things on my phone so they can track me through the phone. So now I done got smart. It was okay before I was trying to sneak out the house. But now that I'm sneaking out the house, I done changed my passcodes on my phone. Ain't nobody tracking me down, y'all. Ain't nobody tracking me down. Granny gonna scoot back so she can get comfortable, y'all. Hey, Tequila. Ooh. That hurt Granny's belly, y'all. I know Granny's far away. Hey, Tequila. Can y'all still see Granny? I know she's far away. But I have to be comfortable, y'all. Brian says, you're something special. I wish. I don't feel special. I feel like somebody getting stalked by their children. That's what I feel like. A woman that gets stalked by her children. That's what I feel like, y'all. Hey, yes, we can see you. Listen, Granny's way far back. Do y'all know I got a Chinese lady that comes here and bathes me? And the past couple times, we got so much other stuff we got to do. I ain't got my legs shaved by her in about a month and a half. My hair on my legs is like this long, y'all. Not romantic special, but cool special. Well, Brian, that sounded bad. Jeez, Brian, you could have said it in a better way. Like, yeah, I'm not attracted to you, but you're cool. Rainey says Granny is pretty. Thank you, honey bun. Granny is an old woman, y'all. An old woman. So, yeah, by the time, well, I'm not too thirsty. You don't have to make Granny feel bad. Like, yeah, you're cool, but I'm not attracted to you. It would be hard to be attracted to me because I got that tomboy in me. Rainey, did you subscribe to Granny Tequila? Did you guys subscribe to Granny? You're pretty and funny at this point in my life. Funny, cool, gets it done. That's how I am, Brian. As long as you're funny, yeah, that's another thing. You have to be able to make Granny laugh. Granny says, how old? I am 54. Ooh, you're fine, tailback. How old do you think Granny is? Granny will never tell her age. How old do you think I am? If you hit it, I might say it. If you guys hit it, I might say it. I might be like, yeah, you're right, you're right. 58. How old do y'all think Granny is? Geez, when you say 58, should I take that bad? Need a young trend. I got a baby's dad. I'm his senior. Been there, did that. Granny, I want you. I'm 26. You think we make a good match? I don't know. 26, I don't know how that's gonna work out. Costume, you need a cash app, honey. I just spent 11 grand on the surgery. My my dental bills are crazy. Should I throw cash app? I need way more than $5. Should I throw my cash app up? What's wrong with two baby daddies? I already got two. Attraction says 51. 26 is still shit. Listen, y'all gotta see Granny on a good day. Y'all gotta remember Granny got wrinkle machines. Granny got tricks in here. So Granny can turn it around. I'm not saying Granny can look like a 19-year-old. No, I'm not saying that. But I can hide a lot of things. Well, let me say I can readjust a lot of things. Bernard says, you're probably 49 or 52. Trent says, well, let's set a record and hit 3 by the time he's 50. Listen, Trent, my sons ain't even late. Good luck on that. Good luck on that. John, that was funny. You see, I couldn't even say it out loud. Well, I can't quite look 19, but just know I'm noticeable when I walk in the room. Where you're like, I can make it happen. I can make it happen. This is Dan Duncan's mom. Who is this? Who? Who is that, y'all? Who is Dan Duncan's mom? Who is that? Who is that? Do I need to pull that up too? Who is that? Are you talking trash? Danny Duncan? Who is that? Are you talking trash? Let me see who Danny Duncan is. Who is Danny Duncan, y'all? Y'all, Granny's at 3,004. Please like and subscribe to Granny's page. Corn, what is that? Oh, Comb Over Chris. That's a good name. Happy Monday, Comb Over Chris. I love that name. Who's Danny Duncan? Let me see. I hope you ain't trying to be funny. Belinda, you're a fool. You have colored eyes. John, who are you asking that? Are you serious? Danny Duncan is a whole. Are we talking about Caucasian Danny Duncan? Is that what you guys are talking about? Granny, you cute like that, really cute. I'm 26, I'm grown. What they talking about? Listen, Bernard, you are grown at 26. I ain't gonna tell no lie. You're grown. Listen, are we talking about the same Danny Duncan? Comb Over Chris. Comb over. No, that. Hold on. Let me look. I gotta be. That got. Can that? Nah, that can't be right. Oh yeah, I'm really far away. Trent said that girl would take your soul. Him? Are you serious? Let me show you guys who he said. Is this who you're talking about? This cannot be who you're talking about. Ain't no way this is who you're talking about. This cannot be who you're talking about. Is that who you're talking about? Is this who you're talking about? I want them dinners and the old music. Oh, well, you ain't getting that over here. Granny eats fruit and veggies. And I listen to rap music. Like, it's trap music. Come over, Chris. I'm only half white. How would I even pull that off? Do I look like an all the way white woman? How would I? Where's the picture of that person? How would I, even though I am kind of pale and pasty, how would I pull that off? I don't know, comb over Chris. I don't know if I could. I don't know. My mom married a white man, and you see, I didn't come out looking like that. My dad's Caucasian. I don't know. I don't know. Even though my mom's light complected, I don't think none of her kids even look like that. We got a white dad. I'm the whitest looking one, and I don't even think that's possible for us. I always wondered if I had a baby by a Caucasian man, what would it look like? Am I wrong for thinking that? I always wondered what would it look like. Would it be white? Would it be like a Caucasian baby? I love older women. Stop playing with me. Older women treat you better and love you more and know all the tricks. Bernard, I don't love none of them. Trent says for sure white. You would look like Danny Duncan. They would look like Danny Duncan. You think? You think? White with a tan. So you guys think if I had a baby by a Caucasian man, it would be all the way Caucasian? You think that? Your daughter's biracial. I don't know. Brian, I don't think it would look 100%. She's white. She looks white, but does she actually look white? There's a difference. Here goes this Danny Duncan again. Baby mom look like you. What color is your baby mama? No, there are some mixed children that do look Caucasian. I'm not gonna lie about that. But my sister, I don't know if y'all remember the picture I showed her the other day. She looks like she should be selling you Chinese food. My brother looks Arabic and Mexican. Alberto, let me go ahead and get you out of here with this Danny Duncan. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. That is something I always wondered. Hello, Cooper. Did you follow Granny's page, Cooper? Alberta, why you just couldn't be here and be a nice man? I wonder why. Is it just not in you just to come? You just can't come on here and talk like an adult. God works in mysterious ways. It sure does. Black Irish from 500 years ago when the Moor soldiers washed up on the shore of Ireland. Ireland. I said Ireland. Child. Yep, you're right, Brian. It still shows up. That's what I'm saying. That's why I think, yeah, and they tan well. Just like my mother and father. My mother, even though she's still light complected, she's still a dominant. You know what I mean? So if I'm breeding with a Caucasian man, no matter how light I am, I don't think people realize this. I'm a dominant to a Caucasian man. Does that? I think, Brian, you understand what I'm saying. Granny, I'll give you my heart if I have to. What would you like to eat, Granny? What's your favorite food you like to cook? Granny don't like to cook nothing, but Granny can cook everything. Big up to the Moorish citizens. Comb over Chris. Chris, I love that name. Bernard, Brian says you're hungry. Brian, be nice. Everybody be nice. Brian, what are you cooking today? Let's get to that. Bernard, what are you cooking today? Come over, Chris. What are you eating today, honey bun? Come over, Chris. I love that name. I don't care what anybody says. I love that name. I'm gonna be laughing about that name all day long. I really love that name. Cooking we are not. But what are you eating? What are you watching, Brian? Now don't tell me it's movie night and you can't tell me what you're watching. Bernard, he's just teasing. We're all just on here teasing. Did everybody subscribe to Granny's page? We're nice and kind over here. Pope of Greenwich Village. All right, so what are you thinking? 1 to 10, 10 being the best. What do you think it's going to be? I ain't even heard of that movie. Where's Granny? It's like Granny's just missing out on a whole lifestyle in this movie thing. Naughty Slim says no. No what, Natty? Is it Natty? Naughty? Oh, it's from the 80s. No to what? No to what? I miss it. Oh, you're not cooking. You're not cooking. I ain't cooking neither. You know what I'm cooking? I'm cooking, cutting that watermelon in half. That's what I'm doing. Even though I am kind of craving some Subway. A good old toasted sandwich with my rippled chocolate milk. I could do that. Or maybe a turkey burger. I might make a turkey burger. That's what I might make. Or, no, you know what I might make? Shepherd's pie with turkey. A Subway ham hero. I like the, what is it? The Italiano. Am I saying it right? I think it's number 23, 25. That's what I like. Ham hero. I I don't do pork too tough. If I do, you got to slip it in there. I ain't going nowhere and saying, can I have a ham sandwich? But if you slip it in there and I didn't know it was in there, I'll eat it. It's cheaper. Listen, bro, it is cheaper. Because my little Italiano or whatever it's called, I'm like, well, that's expensive, ain't it? And it don't even get me food. I can eat. Let's say I buy a pizza. Brian, don't tell nobody. If I buy a pizza, I can eat that whole pizza by myself on the way home. I'm just saying. Like before we get it past a couple red lights, I can eat. But you know why? Because them are like foods I don't get. So if I get them, I'm eating them all and I'm eating them fast and I'm not ashamed to do it, guys. I remember making grilled cheese with iron. I did that once to try that. You are cool, Granny. Pizza going down at the traffic light. Man, listen, sometimes I look over, I'm like, I pray nobody looking at me. I got my cracked pepper. I'm drizzling whatever sauce. I mean, it's stuff spilling all down me. I'm trying to be ladylike, but listen, don't look at my window. You might see something you don't want to see. I'm not eating like a dainty little lady. I love to be with you. I want to rest my head on your lap. Yeah, Brian, it's going down. It's going down. I thought about buying a pizza on the way home. I'm like, girl, don't do that. Don't do that. Because it won't even make it home. Don't do that. Granny is single, y'all. That's a question I always get asked. What ethnicity am I? And am I single? That happens in every single live. Miss J says, good evening, everyone. Everyone, let's tell Miss J hello. How did your day go today, Miss J? Listen, you guys know I drink my rippled chocolate milk, and I don't share it with the kids because they always just pop up in my house. So I drink it right out. Listen, you guys don't think Granny's savage. Granny just going to keep it honest. I drink out of the jug so they cannot drink my stuff. $6 a pint. Don't put your mouth on it. Is Granny thick? No, Granny's not thick. Granny's an exerciser and part Asian. But if I didn't exercise, I would be a lot thicker. Just fine. And yours, says Miss J. My day was good. I went to Big Lots trying to be nosy to see what they had. It's a store I usually don't go in, but I'm like, let me try it. Granny need a man, a good man. Well, that's why we're gonna do. Everybody says I should do like a dating show, like speed dating with Granny. That's why I say subscribe, guys. I'm going to do speed dating with Granny. Everybody's trying to marry Granny off. We got to do it on the low low so the kids don't see. What is the time where I am at? What time is it, guys? It is 8:15. What time is it where you guys are? She put it in the refrigerator. We thought it was coffee milk. My little brother and I caught a buzz. My mom made Kahlua with milk. She put it in the refrigerator. We thought it was coffee milk. My mom got a buzz. That's fun. And me and my brother got a buzz. That's funny. Brian says 1 a.m. in Oregon. Oregon. It is not 1 a.m. in Oregon. No, wait. Are you saying the right time? You cannot be saying the right time. 1 a.m. Boston 8:15 says Eric. Bernard says 2:15. Bernard, where are you at, hon? Miss J 7:15. Lovely Girl says 8:15. Dalton says 7:15. Oregon. And it's what time? 1 a.m.? No. Am I missing something, Brian? Oh, 5:16. Okay. That's why I'm like, what? Matthew says 8:16. Matthew says I'm from North Carolina. What is the weather like in North Carolina, Matthew? Granny, you want to go to Paris, Belgium? No, I really don't. Granny wants to go four-wheel riding. Lovely Girl says I'm down in sunny Florida. What part of Florida, honey bun? Oh, North Korea? Hello, are you Asian? If so, hello, my fellow Asian. Magic City, Miami, Florida. Matthew says hot and stormy. I hope it rains here because listen, it is hot. It is hot, child. And you see how greasy I am? I keep putting on this oil on my face. Lovely Girl says Orlando. I keep putting on my oil on this face and it's got my pores blocked. I'm sweating. I'm going to quit doing it. I'm going to wait till nighttime and do it. But then what happens, end up falling asleep. It's oil all over the place. So it ain't no winner. It ain't no winner. Matthew, pull up in the jet and come get Granny. She's hungry. Bernard, pull up in the jet. Whoever's private jet gets here first. What is the weather like in North Korea? That's a good question. You guys know they're closing down Red Lobster. Do you guys know that? That's like my go-to restaurant. They are closing down Red Lobster, guys. Ah, oh, that's tragic. Oh, that's tragic. Granny's in her feelings about that. I know Granny can do much better restaurants, but that is her go-to restaurant, guys. Miss J, do you like Red Lobster? You know what I do? Let me tell y'all what I do. That's probably why my cholesterol's so high. Even though Granny don't eat them places often anymore, but Granny used to go there all day, every day. Matthew says I work at Hooters as a line cook. Hope you like chicken and crab legs. I want the chicken as long as someone else is cooking it. Eric says, I lived in Orlando for 2 years, left Florida. What's my favorite seafood? Granny likes shrimp, but I can't eat it like I used to because of my cholesterol. My cholesterol, for me being as healthy, eating as healthy as I am, I have the highest gosh darn cholesterol. That's another hereditary thing for me. But when I go to Red Lobster, I get the linguine. And then, what's the shrimp with the butter? What's that called? I get that and I pour the whole thing of butter on my noodles. I mean, I will drink the butter like listen, I'm fascinated with that butter. I'm just letting you know. Something about that butter. Take a bath in that butter. Yes, yeah. Brian, the shrimp scampi, the butter. Do you know what I'm talking about that butter? Lovely girl, I know you know what I'm talking about with that butter. You guys go to Red Lobster before it closes and pour the shrimp scampi butter on your linguine noodles. Granny, I'll take you to the Jamaican girl where we can have a good time in the Caribbean. Take lots of pics. I would really love to show you the world. Listen, that butter? Woo! Woo! High cholesterol me. If I end up there tonight, you guys, don't judge me. I used to eat a few years ago. They fell off. Shrimp scampi was my favorite. And yes, it's an older man who knows what scampi is. Brian, I cannot with you. Brian, do you not agree that? But you ever notice the butter they get to go with your lobster don't taste like anything? The only thing I'll never eat again is chitlins. I actually like chitlins, believe it or not. And I can cook some chitlins. But that smell that gets in your house, Eric, I don't know about that. But that shrimp scampi butter, listen, let's get back to that. Oh, one time we went to Red Lobster. I should have sued them. Listen, but Granny ain't no suit type person. If it had got real, I would have sued him. When I would go there, hold on, y'all. This better not be no hole in my furniture. It better not be. It ain't no hole. Listen, I was about to get on them kids. Oh, you can eat some chitlins. You know how Red Lobster has those non-alcoholic daiquiris? So I would get like the biggest cups, whatever they had. And I'm like, yeah, give us all some. I don't know what happened. Probably about 15 minutes into the meal. I don't even think our meal came yet. I'm noticing the children, son-in-law, children, grandchildren, everybody's looking kind of iffy. One of them got their head against the glass, like we're sitting by the window. One's leaning against the glass like this. Everybody's talking ish. Well, what happened was, Brian, everybody got alcoholic drinks from Red Lobster, even the grandchildren. I don't even know how that accident happened, but everybody got drunk at Red Lobster. The children, the grandchildren, I don't know how that happened. And I'm wondering, I'm like, boy, our table's getting kind of loud. What's going on here? I'm talking about children are throwing food across the table, even the grown children. And then I figured it out. Everyone got the liquor, Brian. I'm telling you, like, everybody at our table changed within 10, 15 minutes. The people we were when we walked in the building, none of us, listen, I'm giggling. I'm giggling with the best of them. Miss J, right hand of God. I tell no lie. Listen, what gave it away? I'm hard down laughing because everything everybody's saying is so funny. I don't know why it's funny because I was irritated at first. I'm like, man, y'all better act right. We in front of these folks. And even though it's not nowhere fancy, but I still like us to, conduct ourselves a certain way. But when I kept looking at my mother and son, yeah, Ma. I'm like, and he wouldn't get his head off the window. I'm like, why is he looking at that? And I'm looking at the grandchildren, and I'm looking at all the children, and I'm like, something ain't right here. And that's when I said, let me see you drink. Let me see you drink. I'm taking a sip of everybody's drink had liquor in it. Everybody's drink had liquor in it. Everybody's drink had liquor in it. And Granny was so drunk because I don't even drink. I was so drunk. I just cursed him out and got in the car and drove like a maniac home laughing. I ain't even gonna lie. I ain't even gonna lie. I was kind of incoherent. Because mind you, I was drinking everybody else. I'm like, let me drink. And I'm like, no, that can't be. Let me taste another taste. Because I'm thinking this liquor taste in my mouth. I'm like, let me take another drink. So by the time it was all said and done, Granny had the most liquor at the table. So yes, we was all drunk. Red Lobster took the whole team down. I'll never forget when we walked out of there. Everybody was staggering. I'm telling you, I will never forget this. I don't even know how that happened. I don't know how that happened. Now, only thing I'm thinking, there must have been, because we had kind of a large party. And there were other large parties in there too. And I'm like, maybe they got the drinks confused, because that is a popular drink. Miss J, man, we was having our best life. That's a great short story. The night Red Lobster took the whole team down. The whole team. Listen, what really alerted me to the situation was the kid, like I told you. But then one of the meals came early, and I thought that was suspicious. And when the children were throwing the lobster tail back and forth, and I realized I was laughing, I'm like, something ain't right here. And I'm like, yeah, I ain't right. That's when I started inspecting the drink. Brian took the whole team down. Everybody was staggering when they left. Like, it ain't funny. I shouldn't be laughing. It ain't funny. I ain't even gonna laugh no more. My friend gave me 420 value brownies. I had no clue I was gone. Listen, somebody gave me a brownie one time, and I didn't know anything was wrong until I was eating, what was it? Doritos on top of, I think it was oatmeal cookies or chocolate chip cookies, but I was making a sandwich with them. Like the cookie was in the middle and the Doritos were on the outside like the bread. And then how I found out they were laughing at me. They thought it was funny. They're like, yeah, you like that, huh? I'm like what? Like what? Yeah, like the brownie they gave me. The little grandbaby Sprinkles was singing and dancing. Listen, everybody, I'm telling you, our table was so loud and so rowdy, Brian, where people were kind of looking at us. It was bad. It was embarrassing. It was my best time ever. Am I wrong for saying that? I mean, I made sure, of course, I'm inventing names for all your children and grandbabies. She putting him out. I mean, I made sure that, of course, nobody had to go to the hospital. Or I noticed, the children, they were drinking slow. The youngest children, they were drinking slow. I'm a mother first. So I made sure before we even left Red Lobster that there didn't need to be no ambulance called, no anything. It was no harm, no foul, but it was just comical. It wasn't comical at the time. Well, it was comical, I ain't gonna lie, until I found out what happened. Everything was comical up until that point. And then I was busy showing out. I was showing out, boy. I flipped the table over. It got a little embarrassing. Just know Granny embarrassed us all. I remember I slammed my hand down. I said, what the? He's really not leaving now. Your dress is so pretty. It's not a dress. It is a gymnastic bodysuit, guys. Hold on. It's a gymnastic bodysuit. Gymnastic bodysuit, guys. What did you say? He's not leaving now? Are you referring to my son? Granny, the drink's slow because they don't want any ice cream headache. I had nothing to do with it, Granny. See, the reason the younger children didn't get drunk, because I'm one of those people, Don't drink all that till your food comes. Okay. Oh, here's a good question. Granny, have you ever cheated on a guy? Want me to be honest? I did. I did. I did. Sure did. You want me to lie? I sure did. I sure gosh darn did. So don't let that shock you. I sure gosh darn did. But we weren't in a relationship. Granny didn't love none of her boyfriends. Granny learned a long time ago that you can't love them all. Bernard, don't be intended, D. You can't love them all. You cannot love them all the same. I'm just letting, if ain't no man ever told you, your mama ain't told you, your daddy ain't told you. You can't love them all the same, hon. I'm just telling you. I know that probably ain't you what you want to hear. Don't be a tender D. Do not be a tender D. Listen, Brian, I ain't taking it back. Best time ever at Red Lobster. I know that ain't what I should be saying. Best time ever. Well, Bernard, you asked Granny a question. You know, I'm just here to let you know I'm an imperfect woman. I am not perfect. And I didn't cheat on him. He wasn't my boyfriend. He wasn't my boyfriend, honey. He was not my boyfriend. Miss J, will you tell this young man Bernard you cannot love everybody the same? That's something that even women have to learn. It just ain't man. See, you get 1, 2, 3 real loves in life. Don't let anybody lie to you. You get 1, 2, 3 real loves in life. If you get 3, you're lucky. We get lust confused with love often. Miss J, listen. We all probably thought we loved a couple, and here to find out that wasn't love. I just like, yeah. You know what I'm saying, Miss J. Granny ain't gonna say too much. It might be some younger ones on here. But that's something the younger adults have to learn. You think you love them all. You don't love them all. Goosebump, baby. Granny don't need no edits, honey bun. If Granny really wants to edit, she'll force her children to stalk her and don't leave her alone. She'll make them do it. They're over here enough. Miss J, I'm just saying. That's why I say, listen, some people might not be ready for the truth. Loving yourself makes you a good partner who tends not to cheat. Well, Brian, let me say this. Granny wasn't really in a relationship. That was just who Granny was doing the do with. That ended up being her baby's dad, but we weren't in no relationship. That was a good time. That's what that was. Oh, and I do love myself a lot. I love myself probably too much. Jumping from dude to dude can break a person down. Jumping from woman to woman can break a person down. You ever think about that? And Granny don't jump from man to man. Don't think nothing like that. Let you know, Granny's been celibate for quite some time. But in my younger day, I'm not taking it back, Brian. I didn't love none of them. But that's because I already learned what love was. I already had that 10, 12, 15-year relationship when I was young. Well, they do, Brian says, me? Well, they do come and go. But I found that oranges help. No, Granny's had, I've had fun. I've had some good men in my life. Brian, Granny got to take that comment off. You can't say that stuff. No, I think they knew Brian. I think Granny was the only one that was naive on that one. I think Granny was the naive one. No, all that stuff is good. All that stuff is good, Brian, but Granny's had enough you know what in her life. Not saying she don't like it or anything like that, but and that compatibility is important to me. But once again, if you're not giving me that mental challenge, we're not even getting to that part. I met the right one, but she left me. Well, she wasn't the right one. If she left you, she wasn't the right one, Bernard. If she was the right one, she wouldn't have left you. Bernard, you get 1, 2, 3 real loves in your life. What you think is the right one ain't the right one. No, I know that ain't the answer you're looking for. The real ones don't leave. They stick it out and figure it out. Just saying. Sometimes we have to learn to like us, not who we like. Does that make sense? We have to like who likes us. It's something that we have to learn. Does that make sense? I know to my elders, people in my age group, I want to say my elders, my equal, people in my age group. I know you guys understand what that means. We have to like who likes us. That's why dating older is different. Dating when you're young, you're like, oh yeah, I like him, I like her. Oh, they look like they put down. They look. Oh, we're looking at things that really don't make no sense ever. Granny, you look the right one for me because you're highly experienced. Bernard, I ain't got nothing to do with that. Hey, Evan. Aura. Aurora, is that how you say that? Miss J, you get it. You get me, honey bun. You get it. You know what I noticed about these younger children? Even some of us are guilty. We swore we loved every last one of our boyfriends, every last one of our girlfriends. Instead of it just being simply what it is, a good time. Come on, meet the kids. Come live at my house. And here it's just somebody that you're lusting and you guys are. Foxtrotter says, hit the like, y'all. Hit the like button. Did everybody follow Granny? Yes, like who likes you, not who you like. Because who you like might not like you. Hey, Foxtrotter, how's your day going, honey bun? Miss J said, I didn't. Yeah, I was kind of funny too. I was just living my best life. Granny was living her best life. And like I said, that's because I had that long relationship already at a young age. I had already had. I don't know, but I think I'm older than you. I'm 60. You might be, Deborah. You might be. Aurora says, I've learned over the years. Deborah, I can't tell because I told you that's going to be part of my giveaway, my age. I'm going to do a gift giveaway. So that means she never liked you. That means that she wasn't the one for you. Foxtrotter says, good loving you. I'm all right. I'm healing up from that surgery, Aurora, to see if Granny had the C word. I got one of the results back and it says negative, but Granny has 4 more results to get in. That C word is genetic for us. Had to go to the hospital Friday. It's in my community chat. Granny's somewhat slender. Granny's belly blew up like she was pregnant, so I was having a lot of problems. Dating who I thought was cute and fine. Me too, Aurora. I wanted the finest one out there. I'm like anybody else, just like a man. They want a pretty one. The ladies want the handsome one. Miss J said, hey, Foxtrotter. Foxtrotter says, hey, Miss J, love, hey, hey, girl, hey. That's what she said to you. You guys obviously know each other. I'll give this relationship thing one try. If she breaks my heart, let me go ahead and erase that comment. I might have to block you, baby. Try not to do it. Miss J says, praying for you. Royal Jules, there's my girl. How are you, sunshine? How are you doing, Buttercup? No, Granny was just saying, I don't know if you've seen the front of the video, the beginning of the video. Granny was just saying basically she doesn't get into internet beef. I like everybody's page. Oh, she always speaks to you in other chats. Bernard, yeah, Bernard needs some counseling. No, but it just bothers me because I go online and I see a lot of people just beefing with each other. And I'm like, oh, I just don't think it's worth it. If everybody's feuding, it wouldn't be no different if it was my children, my daughter and her husband. I don't pick sides. I don't I don't intervene until I have to. These are common arguments, you know. Brian O says Bernard. Yeah, Bernard is going through some things, Brian. World Jewel says salute Foxtrotter. Yeah, so I just hate seeing all this beefing. I might like this person, and then this person don't like this person, or this person's feuding with this person. Granny just don't get into all that. I just don't get into that. It'll have nothing to do with Granny. Just like when Granny goes and gets into beef, it ain't nobody's job to get into my beef. It just Granny don't really beef with nobody. I say what I say and I walk away. But people are grown. Only time I'll step in is if I take it as a mentoring aspect or it's getting too real or something like that. But I don't pick sides. Just because you guys might be mad at each other, I'm not, I don't relay one mess, oh, such and such. I don't do none of that. I love everybody the same. I love everybody's page. I'm a granny. I'm not I'm not a child. So Granny don't get caught up in that. I'm just not going to. It ain't no reason for me to get involved in that. Whoever don't like whoever, it don't matter. Granny loves everybody for different reasons. Like Foxtrotter, here's an example. You're always kind to Granny. Royal Jules, you're kind to Granny. Brian, you're kind to Granny. Miss J, you're kind to Granny. Now, let's say all you guys got into a fight with each other. Is Granny not supposed to like you guys because you guys don't like each other? Do you see what I'm saying? Older men appreciate me more. I don't really want to say older men appreciate you more. I don't want to say that. Older men are just at a different place in their life. Yeah, I like for all of us to laugh together and get along. I'm like you, Gigi. I know a mediator by nature. Foxtrotter says I respect that. Hey, Kaylin, how are you doing, Kaylin? The internet is so full of it's different. It's a different day. It's a different day, guys. We are all a party at hold on. We are all a party at Granny's place. We just enjoy each other's company. See over here, we don't have beef. I don't know about any. Listen, just know, if I were to make this page about drama, I know I'd skyrocket. Children again? What is that? What is that?
That's my sister who kind of has her food right there.
Whose is that? Is that mine? Are we sharing it? Huh? Whose food is that in there? Where'd this come from?
She got one.
Where'd it come from? Look, y'all. Look, y'all. We may be in Zoom. Someday we may be Zoom. Hold on. We may be Zooming these live feeds. Amen. Foxtrotter said, thank you. Exactly. Just be neutral from the beef. That's how Granny is. Girl, we look like twins. We're so similar. Who, me and you? Excuse the typing. I was saying I'm a mediator by nature like you. No, I meant what you were saying. Granny just probably wasn't reading it right. Is this not mine? This ain't mine. We gotta be sharing this. Look at this, y'all. I'm thinking that's beef. Here, put this in the microwave. Let's share this. What is this? Cat? I don't know what that is, but I want some. Listen, you know Granny don't eat. Oh, this is from the cookout. What's the holiday called, y'all? Hey, kids, put this in the microwave. Let's split it. Whose plate is that he got? That's for him?
No, it's from my sister. She asked if she can eat it up.
Oh. Memorial Day. Sorry, guys. Don't judge me. Man, do you see this? You tell your sister and mom and them I said thank you.
Okay.
Macaroni and cheese. Granny don't really celebrate holidays like that, y'all. So I don't want y'all to think like Granny's like slow or special, but Granny don't celebrate holidays. Granny don't even celebrate birthdays. Here, take this in there. Son, come on. I'm going to eat it while it's cold. I'm going to get sick. Bring me my chocolate lick out of the refrigerator. You hear me? Bring me my chocolate lick. You guys are going to see me eat like a monster in a couple minutes. Hey, son, bring me the chocolate lick. The open one. Girl, you look like my PFP. Don't we look like the same? That's actually crazy. PFP, what is that? Somebody go look at this young lady and see if we look alike. I'm curious now. Oh, profile picture? Is this an open one? Drink from the jug so they won't drink none. Let me tell you the trick. Drink from the jug so they won't drink none. Miss Purple, you went and looked at the picture? Do we look alike? Please describe the drink. This is a drink, Brian, I was talking about the other day. This is $6 and some change for this little bottle. This is Ripple plant-based milk. This is chocolate milk made out of chickpeas. You put the other one in the microwave? Where are you going? Hey, don't break my door. You're too grown for that. Go put that food in the microwave. I want some real food. Listen, somebody, I got a sister that was given up for adoption. Are you serious? I feel like I need to go see this girl. What is her actual page name? Go to channel. Hold on, let me see this actual page name because I got a sister. Oh, that's me. That's my face. That's my face with hair on it. Who did that? That is me. You are not. I am not doing that. That is me. That's me, y'all. What happened? You put that food in the microwave. Child, that's me. Don't play them games. That's me, y'all. That's me. Somebody put a wig on. Listen, that ain't funny. That wasn't a funny joke. Granny don't know if she can laugh at that. Granny don't know if she can laugh at that. But that's my face. You don't look like me. That's my face. That's my face. I know what my face looks like. Nice try, guys. That's my face. You put a wig on. Now, should I go ahead and make you take that channel down? Is that what I should do? Because you're using my face. Kisa. Huh? What's the joke? I know. No, I know. I know it's a joke, son. John Hep, are you texting me? Why are you texting me and you're right there? Don't you see I'm on live? See, you're stressing me out. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, you talk about the food? No, I just want a little bit. I just want a little bit, son. Yeah, I know what my teeth look like, guys. I just found a relative through 23andMe that was put up for adoption on my dad's side. Listen, we cannot find my sister at all. We can't find her. That's how we ended up getting a DNA test. We can't find her at all. Foxtrot, I don't know why they did that. I didn't find that funny. I just ordered a bottle of Ripple Pea milk chocolate 48 ounces. Granny is selling the product. You might not even like it. I'm gonna go ahead and just block you. The person that used my picture, I'm just gonna go ahead and block you because and I might go on ahead and back and report your page too because you really being funny. What? Are you doing it? Okay, I got it. Let's don't come over here. Are you putting your foot down? Is that what you doing? Is you putting your foot down on me? Is that what you doing? Cause I put my foot right back. Is that what you doing? Cause you can come on in here and use your man voice. Is that what you doing? You know what, Foxtrotter? I don't think so. I don't think so. My dad spent a lot of money to try to find her. I don't know. It ain't looking too good. It ain't looking too good, y'all. It ain't looking too good, y'all. Listen, did you warm it up enough or we gonna get sick? Put it in a plate. I just want half of that. Half, put it in a plate. So I'm gonna just cut it right here. Put it on just give me half. I just want half. Now you can eat your whole plate, but I just want half of mine. Half of everything on there. I want half of everything on the plate. Lord Jesus, can I get some help? Can I get some help? How much did you end up paying for the Ripple, hun? You clean the garage and water the plant. Glad you're still. Listen, because we're just having a good conversation. My plan is, I'm going to come on here for an hour. I'm going to come on here. I don't know what happens before I know. 579. Where'd you find what? $5.79 for Ripple. I'm a little envious. Mine is 6 and some change, Brian. So I need to move where you move so I can get the Ripple for $5.79. I gotta go out there. Another reason, Clarissa, I gotta go out there with my plants, but it's so hot. I'm gonna wait till the bats come out and it's dark and it cools down because I don't know. I don't really want to be out there with the bats on Amazon. When are they gonna deliver it? Do you think that's safe, Brian? When are they gonna deliver it? It's gonna be in the hot truck. Safe, of course. How soon are they gonna bring it to you, Brian? Are they gonna keep it in a cooler till it gets to you? It's coming in the morning. So it should just be kind of warm when it gets there? Is it cool where you're at now? That's what I'm wondering. Is it cool where you're at now? What is going on with the food? Oh, you're good. It's plant-based. It'll be okay. You think it will, Foxtrotter? I don't know. I ain't never let mine get cool like that. Foxtrotter, have you ever tried it? Brian says Foxtrotter knows. I don't know. Granny's funny. Kisa? All right. Oh, no. Bring me. Can I get like a hand towel or something? I so love this clean conversation, clean content. I love it. So tired of content creators beefing. Yeah, I don't think we have to beef. For sure, I'm very familiar with plant based everything. It'll be fine. I don't see why it wouldn't be. I don't know. Granny ain't trying it. I know I can't find no milk for $5.79. I know that much. Can I get a hand towel? Jacob says we want chicken up in here. Oh my God. Mm-mm. Oh my gosh. Oh boy. Child. This is what I'm missing. Homemade macaroni and cheese, y'all. Listen says you're genuine. That's very refreshing. Thank you. And I like talking to you guys. Brian O'Connor says Ripple food, Ripple shelf stable, non-dairy chocolate milk. So why do they keep it in the cooler then? Listen, I got rice. I got some meat. I don't know what it is. It's looking a little iffy. I gotta taste it and see what it is. What is that? Is that steak? Steak. You know, we know what it is. What it is. I had some mac and cheese earlier. We put some breakfast sausage in our mac and cheese, and we started making it our mac and cheese with mayo instead of butter. Oh, that sounds good. Now, I don't know what that meat is. It's real good though. So the products, so the products taste great, shelf stable as anything, canned foods, box food, be cooking, but could be eaten when you open the can. I wonder what kind of meat that is. Granny don't know her red meats too well. It's very good though, but I don't know what it is. And yes, guys, my hands are clean in case you're wondering. I just took a shower and I sat right here. Listen, this macaroni and cheese, listen, that's why I have to give me a husband that can cook this violation food. Listen, this is like the what? Second or third time I made violation food in 1 week. It looks like beef, a type of steak. Yeah, maybe I should show you guys. Yeah, let me show you guys. You might be able to tell me. Let me show you guys. What is that? What is that, guys? It got like some. Is that fat? What is that? It's beef? Is it beef? Is it steak? Is that what it is? Korean short ribs? I don't know what it is. So then what is this? What is this, guys? Royal Jewel says beef for sure. What is this? I thought it was a rib, but I don't think it's a rib. What is this? This last thing I'm eating. Tastes barbecuey. What is this? I can't tell what cut it is. Can anybody tell me what this is? I really like it. What is it? So this, a thin cut T-bone beef cut, looks like a flat steak that looks like the fillet of a T-bone. So that is different than this? Are them different identities? So Miss J, are they both steak? One half is different than the other. If it's a T-bone. I don't know. I don't buy beef. I hate to sound crazy. And yes, it's both steak. A husband that'll cook can't be a husband. What? Can't be a husband if he doesn't know how. Different cut of beef. I'm going to guess if someone bought a value pack for the weekend barbecue, they're thin cut and tasty. Oh, I don't know. I don't know where they got it from. One of my son's friends, people sent a plate over. I don't know. I don't buy beef, you guys, so I don't know. But both of them are beef, we're saying, right? I'm going to guess that someone bought a value pack for the weekend. They're cut thin and tasty. Different cut of beef. Okay, so they're both beef. Oh, so this is like what's that called when you try a mukbang? Is this like a mukbang gone wrong? Value pack at the market. What is a value pack of meat? I know that's probably a dumb question. What's a value pack? Because the meat I buy don't come in value packs. So I don't know. What is a value pack? Hold on. Let me get something for my hands. Just a bunch of steaks in a package. So is it cheaper if you get them that way? The discount, a big stack at a lower price for family cookouts. Oh, so you just get a big portion of meat like at a discounted price or something? Value pack beef has always been an expensive cut of meat regardless. If you see a value pack of meat, don't buy it. That's crazy. Why, Jeff? Jeff, look what I'm eating today. I think they said it was, what's that called again? Hold on, let me look. Steak. It's steak, Jeff. Oh, finish your brownie story. Oh yeah. So yeah, somebody gave me brownies, and I didn't know until I was eating. Yes, you get say 4 thin steaks instead of a nice 3/4 pound ribeye steak in a single package. You guys have to excuse Granny. She don't buy beef, so she don't know how that works. Looks like round steak. Jeff, I don't know what it is. I'm living my best life. So, anyways, no, Granny did not know that somebody gave her the you know what brownies till she was eating her food. Could be round steak. Child, I don't know what it is, but I'm living my best life. Jeff, it's like the second, third time in 1 week. This makes me want to go back to eating regular food. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm liking this here. So, anyways, I didn't know anything was wrong with me till I was eating Doritos, and I'm 99% sure it was chocolate chip cookies. And all my friends were laughing. They're like, "Oh, look at her. Why is she eating like that? What's she eating?" And then one of them slipped up and said, "Oh yeah, it must have been that brownie." And I even they gave me ice cream with my brownie and everything, you guys. And then finally I figured out what it was, and I was mad. And I'm like, "Man, take me home." So I realized I drove there myself. Yeah, so those brownies, they could be crucial. I don't know, but this meat here, it reminds me of something I've seen in Chinese food. But it's good. Whatever it is, it's really good. You guys cook this stuff? Because if you do, invite me over for dinner. Because this stuff here is good. Hello? Hello? Hmm. Are you really calling me from the next room? All right, well, maybe this weekend. Can you, ain't no way that one ran out. Did you do what you supposed to do, what I asked you to do? Huh? Well, go ahead and screenshot it and send it to me, because I don't try to butter me up with another plate of food. I need you to do what you're supposed to do. Okay? All right. Look at this hamburger. That's cool. All right, guys. The real meat mukbang with Granny. This is not a turkey burger, y'all. I like it. I like it a lot. It's just so different. It's funny how when you don't eat these things, it's just a different experience. I can't share. Listen, I cannot share with you. I'm a share, but this I cannot share. The flavors are bursting in my mouth. I know that's probably a wrong word, and I probably shouldn't have said it. Mm-mm-mm. This is a whole experience. Okay, I don't like holidays, but I like holidays when Granny gets plates. Mm-mm-mm. Even the bread tastes like meat. It's just so different. Jeff, don't judge me. If you're on here looking, don't judge me. It definitely don't smell or taste like when I go in the meat store and I smell that smell. I ain't getting that from this. But it is a very different experience. Um, is that Gabrielle? Listen, I guess if my voice makes you moist, that's great. Good luck to you, sir. Good luck. Listen, Granny's gonna eat this in no time. This is cool. I want to be part of the meat eating gang. I taste smoke and I like it. Hello, Manny. Granny's eating meat. I think I was eating a rib the last time you was on here. They said it's beef that I'm eating, some type of steak. I taste smoke, so this had to be done on a grill, right, guys? I'm liking the smoke taste. I'm liking this. Definitely grill. So what do? You just like rip it off the bone? Should I have a knife? You would be a great pal, buddy, when we were 10 years old. Granny is honest and plain smoking. Mr. Rip Van Winkle, I'm a granny. It's like a different experience. I'm like in heaven right now, guys. Look. Yes, Granny was a very fun person. I still am. So you like supposed to bite this off with your teeth? Are you supposed to have a knife? Like what's the etiquette on this? I can see us hanging out after school or going to a barbecue at my parents'. Well, if this is what's going on at the barbecue, yes. Yes. I would be over there with you, Brian, and I would be eating. Look good for your age. Thank you, Gabrielle. Gabrielle. As children. I agree, Brian. This is different. It don't smell like smoke though. Is it supposed to smell like smoke? I'm impressed by this. So this is what happens at the barbecues? This is what you guys are doing? Am I European? My father is. Now Brian O'Connor does the grilling on both the propane grill and the two Weber kettles. I wonder how they made this. Not necessarily smoke, provides a particular flavor. Yeah, this is I like this a lot. I don't know how this was made, but it's very very good. Food was good, right? You wish I could make stuff like that? Well, I think I. What? Oh, it's like Christmas. Thank you. Look, y'all. Look, y'all. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Who said this? Your mama or your sister?
My mom.
Tell your mama I said thank you.
Okay.
Tell her I don't cook meat like this, so this is like a thing.
Yeah, that sweet pieces of meat they would stir fry.
Stir fry, is that what that was? Steak, right? Take this in there. Tell your mom thank you. We don't cook stuff like this over here.
Okay.
I'm over here trying to figure out what's what. I don't even buy stuff like this. So this is like tell your mom I'm living my best life. Did you tell her what I said? She understood? Yeah, make sure she knows I ain't trying to be funny or nothing. Just keep things separate. But I'm sure she knows how all this works.
Yeah.
Just trying to, protect my team. That's all. Tell her I said thank you.
Okay.
Tell her next time invite me to the cookout. If this is what's happening, I'm coming.
Okay.
I'm in the front yard. I'm bringing the sodas or something.
Okay.
Thank you, baby.
Yeah.
Look, y'all. I baked chicken. Foxtrot, you see they keep bringing these plates in? You're worth the love. Hey, Sue Tam. Listen, this is like a whole. Granny don't know how to feel about this. I think the mom might be watching my video. It's like, let me send her some more food. Oh, and they said that little meat I held up was for stir fry. I don't quite know what that is. I mean, I do know what that is, but I'm Asian, so stir fry to me might be something different than someone else. So listen, strip steak. So listen, let me ask y'all. Let me show y'all. What is this? That's beef too, right? It was on my hamburger. That's beef. It definitely ain't chicken or turkey because that would be white. So that gotta be beef, right? That gotta be beef. What else could that be? Strip steak. Hello, Paisley. Whatever this is, Granny loves it all. I tell you what, it sure don't smell like this when I go in the meat store. If it smelled like this when I went in the meat store, I would be buying this stuff and just paying somebody to cook it for me. I got a girlfriend that lives up front, a sister girl, and she cooks stuff like this. Before she had her stroke. Fajita steak. Fajita. What is a fajita? Foxtrotter. I don't want to sound dumb, but I eat like Asian food. What is a fajita? Oh, I don't know if I can leave nothing for you. What is a fajita? Like, where would I get a fajita from? Let me pull that up. I need to look. Let me see what a fajita is. I'm sorry, guys. Granny don't specialize in all this meat stuff. Fajita is steak for Latin meals. Let me get a picture of it. Let me get a picture so I can understand it. So it's a Latin thing. This one says fajitas are Mexican. Jay Foster says no, it's not. Let me pull it up. What is it, guys? Yeah, I am clueless. I eat Asian food and fruit and vegetables. I don't eat meat. Even though this is my third time I'm eating it, but no, Granny don't eat stuff like this, so I don't know what it's gonna. I'm far from clueless, but no, I don't know. All right, so it's showing me this. Let me show you guys and see if I'm looking at the right thing. It's Latin. It's a style of food, not the meat. Oh, it's not the meat? See, this is confusing for me. All right, I got a picture. I'm gonna show you and see if we're talking about the same thing. Oops. Oops. Is that what it is, Jeffy? You guys, is that a fajita? Am I showing you the right thing? Is that a fajita? Let me see. Thank you, Paisley. The picture is it even includes the lemon. Oh yeah? It's cooked like that with tortilla. That's one version. So it comes in different versions? And what do you mean by different versions? Like different meats? Or different displays? Jeff, you eat stuff like that? Granny smoking a cigarette over to the side. Thank you, Fox Trotter. Have a good night, honey bun. I love you. I'll see you next time, sweetie pie. The acid in the lemon cuts the meat fat and helps the flavors. Interesting. Yeah, see, that's why I got to get a husband that does that stuff. I don't know, Brian. Like I said, I am clueless when it comes to beef products and pork products. I'm like kind of clueless. Same meat, different ways. You know, my mom used to do, Brian. She would cook meat and call it something else to try to trick me. Yes, that's one way. It's made different in different places. Texas is different from Cali. Let's deep dive into that husband thing. What are we deep diving into, Brian? That he got to explain to me what I'm eating before I eat it? Texas is great. So, Jeff, are you eating stuff like that? Brian says, just kidding. No deep diving here. This was a cool experience, guys. I like that. My mouth tastes kind of different. So listen, whatever we said this was, you can bake this in the oven. What did we say that was? Steak? No, I have. I grew up in Texas. But you're not eating it now, Jeff? See, flies. Jeff, I don't know what's going on with this little boy. He's been in and out this house probably 20 times since I've been on live. Well, he's not a little boy, he's a grown man. You don't eat it no more, but you did when you were younger. I told you my mom, I found out years later that she would cook different meats and lie to me and say it was this or say it was that or try to mix it up with the rice or so I really don't know what the heck I was eating. But I know she cooked American food for my dad. And I liked it. But we also had all the other stuff she ate. I guess my dad didn't like the other stuff. I don't know. But whatever was in that plate, I liked, Jeff. It's macaroni and cheese. It was yellow rice. Steak. Yeah, steak. A hamburger. I think it was beef because the meat was brown. It wasn't like chicken or turkey. Like when you make a hamburger, how the meat is white, it wasn't like that. So I'm thinking beef. A plate full of beef, Jeff. Okay, Granny, it's time for Brian O'Connor to go to the man cave for a move. It's been a wonderful live session with everyone. Good night from Portland, Oregon. You make sure you have fun in the man cave. Any dessert? I don't know. Listen, I'm like waiting. You see, I keep looking at the door. I'm like, are they gonna bring something else? Or there's some more goodies coming? Or do I just get the plate of beef? Are they bringing snacks? Oh, you're gonna watch your movie. That's right, Brian. Enjoy your movie, hon. Let us know how it goes. I think you watched it already, but you know, who am I to judge? No, I don't know. I don't know. Is that how Americans you get a dessert after your beef products? Is that how it works? I don't know, but I'm really, really full. Like in a weird way. Deborah says yes. I don't know, Deborah, because we ate different at my mom's house. So I don't know. But I noticed eating this here, I feel, what's the word, guys? I feel very different. Very overly full. It's a different experience. I ain't mad at it. So Deborah, what do you do for dessert? What's your dessert? I'm full. I'm like full. And you see, I only had like a half of a burger. You see, I didn't have a big plate. And I'm like, why do I feel like this? Is it because it's food I don't eat normally? Like I feel, I don't know. Not like sick or nothing like that. I just feel different. Like when I eat my fruit, I don't feel like this. Some sort of ice cream. I gotta make a good homemade ice cream. Yeah, Deborah, it's a different kind of food. I can't explain it. It's not. It's a little different. It's way different from when I eat my fruit and veggies. It's a totally different. Waldo, I don't need a massage, but thank you for your offer. Yeah, Deborah, I'm really full. Like, really. I think that's what it gotta be. Full. Feels like my belly's gonna bust out of my outfit. Yeah. It's a different feeling. Totally, I don't know. Like I said, maybe it's just because I haven't ate meat in so long, but it's a different, I liked it. I'm not against it. I'm not against it at all. Would I make it part of my everyday? No, probably not, because I don't eat that. But I will eat If somebody sends a plate, I will do it again. I think that's who the last plate might have came from too, I'm thinking. Yeah, that's what meat can do sometimes. It's totally different. Yeah, it's a totally different feeling. It is a totally different feeling. I'm definitely not complaining. I feel a little uncomfortable in this area. I feel a little uncomfortable. It's a different feeling. It would take a while to get used to. Like eating this every day, I don't know if I could do that. Or like a couple times a day. So let me ask you guys something. That you do eat stuff like that. That's why some people don't eat meat anymore. So Deborah, you still eat meat, right? Not to sound naive, but you eat meat, right? Who on here eats meat? Everybody eats meat, I'm assuming. Look, I have the nerve to smoke cigarettes, but I eat extremely healthy. That's weird. Deborah Banks says, yes. Listen says, I got to admit, being a celibate man for 18 years by choice, I'm convinced I want me a granny. Don't feel like I'm implying an invitation. Just know what I need. So, Deborah, so you eat meat. So you eat stuff like this all day long? Is that how it works? You guys that eat meat, you eat stuff like this all day long? Come on, meat eaters. I'm trying to figure out how this stuff works. Can somebody please tell me? No, not all day long. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I've never been a red meat eater. Yeah, that would be red because lamb, chicken, and turkey. So, what color is that meat? Because if this is red, what color is the meat? White that I'm eating? No, I not all day long. So, how many times a day are you eating that stuff? Listen, how many times are you eating meat? I'm older now. You can't eat meat like that anymore. I see why. Because, like, now my belly's actually starting to hurt a little bit. I was feeling real good at first. Like, yeah, that was that good stuff. But now my belly feels, I feel a little different. I feel a little different. Like, different. Like maybe I might be sick, not because the food was bad, but because the food was far from bad. And who cooked it? I know their house is clean. They're definitely not giving me bad food, but it's like it's a different experience. I don't know if I could do this once a day. I'm lying. It's been said it takes 3 days to sometimes process red meat, especially steak. What do you mean by process? You mean like in here? Is that what you mean by process? That's exactly why people quit eating meat. Like as the minutes go by, feeling like borderline, maybe sick, fully digested. And like I said, not sick because anything's wrong with the food. Maybe just because it's like beef and I don't eat it. Does that make sense? Like after I eat something like this, it would have to be like, I would have to be like laying down flat. So maybe I didn't feel whatever it is I'm feeling now. Like what I'm feeling now is kind of like uncomfortable a little bit. Like at first it was okay, but now I think it's only been what maybe 5 minutes since I ate it. Feeling a little A little different. A little different. The new food is processing your body. It can take what it can, then it will empty out the body, get the water in. More people are eating healthy and conscious about their health. Are they, Deborah? I don't know anybody that eats healthy other than the people I talk to on here. I don't know anybody in real life that eats healthy. It's definitely a different. The after effect is kind of. I didn't even feel this that one time I ate that rib online. I didn't feel this. This is a little different. A little questionable. That's the word I want to say. A little questionable. I don't know, guys. Is that what it is? The grease? Eat what I want. Well, I want to eat healthy, but I've got like 2 plates snuck to me today, and one snuck to me the other day. But I only ate like a little piece of meat. I guess they're saying it's beef today. I ate a lot more beef, and I'm feeling kind of a little iffy right now. Yes, I have 2 co-workers that eat healthy. I should take heed. Yeah, I don't know, Jeff. It feels much different. I could go eat half a watermelon right now, and I don't feel like this. Plenty fast foods are good for you. I don't know. You see how Granny's whole demeanor is changing? I'm gonna lay down. My belly hurts. My belly hurts. It was worth it. But I don't know. I don't know. I feel a little different. Jeff, did that ever happen to you? Or have you never broke the rules? Like when you eat, the forbidden meats we don't eat. When you eat them, do you feel, you know what I mean? It's different. It's definitely a different. I don't know. It was an experience. Maybe we won't mukbang with beef no more. I don't think we're gonna mukbang with beef no more. I think that's something Granny's gonna do when she's by herself and laying down, and maybe a lot smaller portions because that was a different. The after effect is kind of. I don't like it, and it's like every minute that goes by, I feel worse and worse and worse. Yes, it's upset my stomach. So you know what I mean, Jeff? Ah, all right here, Jeff. Feels like there's a lot going on. Feels like I want to. Listen to my body. My body's saying don't eat meat. That's what I'm getting from this. Or maybe don't eat that much. And you guys seen that I did not, that was not a lot of food. I don't know. I don't like this feeling. But it had to be the most delicious thing I've ever tasted. Junk food, on the whole, are good for you. Oh, well, SK, that was nice for you to say. Because Granny somehow needed your vote of confidence, I guess to know that she was still hittable. Oh my lord, you guys, I cannot. Well, guys, the next mukbang is not gonna be a beef mukbang. I'm just letting you know. Did I say that right? Mukbang. It's not gonna be a beef mukbang, you guys. That there, I don't know. It was smooth selling there for a minute, Deborah. And now, like as each minute goes by, I'm feeling like nauseated. My belly hurts and I'm nauseated. And once again, the food was delicious. I know it came from a clean home. I know it's prepared right because I know who prepared it. It's like the chef of all chefs. But I think for me, it was a little, yes, SK. Don't say it in a weird way. But yeah. You know you're very desirable. I don't know about that. Not after the beef mukbang. I don't know how desirable I'm feeling right now. Yeah, Jeff, I don't know. Deborah, that was a different experience. I don't know how Granny's feeling about that. Deborah says that kind of food is not for you. Is that why I'm feeling like that? Do you guys feel like this after you eat that stuff? I just hate to keep saying it, but this is like something I don't think I ever felt this before. I don't know. Plenty of chicken, pork healthy. I don't do no pork. Deborah says sometimes. I feel a little off, Deborah. Like my mouth is watering and mm-hmm. I don't know. I don't like the after effect, and it happens real fast. So when I go out with people to dinner, is this what they're talking about? This is what they're going through? It's something to think about. Yeah, I definitely don't know if I'll. I don't know. I don't know. I feel really bad right now. On a scale of 1 being the best, 10 being the worst, I'm like at a 9.5, Deborah. I'm feeling bad. It probably was a little too heavy for this time of night. Is that what it was? I don't know what it was, but I don't like the food. Whatever this is I'm feeling, I don't want to feel like this again. I don't think I've ever ate anything and felt like this. And not that fast. Deborah says that too. There's a whole different I didn't expect this to happen, especially not while I'm on live. I didn't expect this. So this kind of different. I thought I was gonna be okay and I was gonna chill and I was gonna do my video. I didn't know I was gonna have to call 911. What's wrong? I eat beef. What if I'm allergic to it or something? Could that be it? Guilty pleasure is okay. We eat to live, not live to eat. Bubble guts. Is that what's gonna happen, Jeff? It will pass after a while. But what's a while, Deborah? Like, how long does this have to happen? Am I gonna get bubble guts, Jeff? Is that gonna happen? Like, do I need to change the outfit and get on a two-piece so I can make it easy? It's a different feeling. Like everything, I'm sweating. It's like a lot going on. I don't know about this. I hope it does pass, Deborah. It's a little, I'll survive. It don't feel like it. I'm sweating. Can you guys see this? I'm sweating. I hope it dissipated and you feel better soon. Jeff, don't laugh. I ain't never felt this before. Jeff, you got jokes. Jeff, you got jokes. You guys don't tease me. I never had this feeling before. Look, I'm sweating. I'm going through some things. Drink some water. So don't drink no more of my chocolate milk. Let me get this little bit of water. Hey, Mark. Mark, I ate some beef, and now Granny is like about to go down for the count. Maybe is that what it is? Is it mixing with the chickpea milk? Let me try the water. Deborah, I don't even think I need the water. Mark, don't laugh. Granny's about 2 seconds from. Do you guys not see? I'm sweating. I'm going through some things. I don't know what went wrong with the beef mukbang, but it didn't work the way I thought it would. I can laugh, but it ain't funny. When I ate that little piece of rib the other day, cooked by the same person, I didn't feel like this. It's a little concerning. A little. I don't know if I'm going to be rushing to do that again. I don't know. I don't know about that. I don't know. Poopy G, garbage pail granny. Jeff, I am not. I am not. Oh, so that's my name if I was a garbage pail kid? Mark, listen. Jeff, I'm going to get you, Big Jeff. Deborah says, please don't. Mark, so listen, let me ask you. Maybe you'll know what Granny's going through. He stopped eating beef 24 years ago. So you haven't ate it at least once? Because it was about 20 years since I had a pork, no, not a pork chop. What was that called? I ate the other, a rib. Yeah, it was about 20 something years since I ate a rib, and I ate a rib last week. And I didn't feel bad at all. But I only had like a real tiny portion, but now I'm feeling like crap all up, Mark. And it's happening fast. It's like the downhill. It ain't like it's like a, oh, not at all. Like my whole mouth and everything tastes different. And Deborah, the water made it all worse. Deborah says, please keep your diet. Yeah, I don't do no pork, Mark. Yeah, Deborah, I'm sticking to my diet because whatever I'm feeling right now is not a pleasant. I'm going to end up in the restroom before the end of the night. I can guarantee that. And I don't think it's going to be like a number 2. I think it's going to be like the Poltergeist. No, not the Poltergeist. What's that movie, that old scary movie? I know y'all remember. I know my old people on here know. Where the little girl was possessed and she was throwing up and it was like, bleh. Who knows what movie I'm talking about? Hello, Dion. Exorcist. Yes, Kelvin. Feels like that's what Granny's getting ready to do, the Exorcist throw up, like right here online. Don't laugh at me. It's not funny. Hello, Dion. How are you doing? They done hyped me up to eat the beef mukbang. I'm feeling the same way after today. Yeah, Deborah, I'm going downhill fast, honey. I'm telling you, how I felt 2 minutes ago is a lot different from now. I'm laughing, but I'm really like, I feel like I need to get my stomach pumped or something. Like, most delicious thing I ever ate, but the after effect is not what I thought. I'm doing good. I'm stoned. You'll be okay. You deserve a treat. Well, Jeff, I don't quite know if it's a treat at this point. It tasted really good going down, but now it's like a different. We're getting too old to eat that way. Mark, don't laugh. I'm telling you, I feel like somebody just eat. Like, help me get it out. I would never eat beef again. I'm not eating no, but I'm telling you now. If I do, it gotta be just like a little, yeah. Whatever I was over here doing, yeah, I was, remember a couple minutes ago, I was like, yeah, what's this big hunk of meat? Yeah, look at this. Now Granny's about to pass out. A different experience, y'all. No more beef mukbangs. Oh, you know what I am going to do? I don't know if you guys ever been, I'm sure Jay Foster has, but I'm going to take you into an Asian store one day, and I'm going to show you what we eat. Jeff, I already know you know about it. It's great to hear me laughing. Well, Granny's going to be doing the exorcism vomit here in a couple minutes, so enjoy the laugh while you can. Oh, Jeff, you know all about the little Oriental stores. I hope so, Deborah. Listen, because when I call off work, they'll be like, what's wrong? I ate beef last night. Listen, they are not going to let me live that down. They're not going to let me live it down. Yeah, Jeff, so what I was thinking, have you been in the Asian supermarket lately? Yes, no? Well, maybe not, because you're like barely even eating meat at this point, like me. But I'm going to take you guys into an Asian grocery store one day so you can see how we get down. And thank you, by the way, Deborah. We have live, living, aquatic animals in there, and I'm going to show you what we eat. And I think you guys are going to be amazed when you see what we eat. Jeff, I think that would be a cool experience for them. What do you think of? I don't know how many people got to go into an Asian grocery store. So I think that would be fun for you guys to see. I'll tell you one thing we have in there. I don't want to tell it all because I want it to be a surprise. Yes, they have some in KC. We still have Asian fish market with the swimming fish. Deborah says, yes, it would. Deborah, when I take you into the Asian supermarket, you're going to be like, wow. I go to get fresh fruits and veggies. Kelvin, do you like dragon fruit? Granny is a dragon fruit maniac. Deborah, okay, the one thing we have in there, I don't know if I said it yet, we have eels. That's the only thing I'm telling. Everything else you got to see yourself. We had some awesome Thailand food, Nashville, visiting my daughter last night. Kelvin says, it's so good. Oh my God, it's star fruit. Do you know about star fruit, Kelvin? What about you, Jeff? Do you like star fruit or no? But you got to see. It's interesting. And then I'll show you some of the snacks we have. They have totally different packaging. We don't actually have how do I want to say, a Filipino store here, but Asians kind of all eat the same thing. It's just seasoned different. My co-workers talk about the Asian supermarkets as well. I took one person in there, Deborah, and they could not take it. They're like, let me out of here. Kelvin says, I lived in Korea for a year in the army. Give me some root for health. Yes, star fruit are beautiful inside to me. Yes. Yes, Deborah, I took somebody in there and it has a different smell in it. It's a totally different smell that if you're not acquired to, like how when I go into the meat store and smell that smell, and I'm like, so when you go into the Asian store and you smell that smell, it's different. But then when you see our packaging, like nothing has English on it. So unless you know what it is, you're not going to know. So that'll be interesting for you to see. Nothing has English on it. And then just the variety of the live animals. You'd be like, oh my gosh, you guys like take that home and herd it and cook it. Do you like H Mart? What is that? What is H Mart? Does anybody know what H Mart is? What is H Mart? HMART. What is that? H Mart. I don't know. What is H Mart? Oh, an Asian grocery store? Yeah, ours ain't called H Mart. They're called Asian grocery store. Or Asian supermarkets. They call them Asian supermarkets or Asian something. They don't have names like this, like H Mart or nothing. Oh, and there's also an Asian clothing store I want to take you into. What part of Asian are you? Some foods here are not allowed to be sold in other countries. That tells Deborah, true statement. True. What's sold here ain't even allowed to be in a lot of countries. What part of Asian are you? I am more Filipino than the other Asians, but I also have Pacific Islander. I'm sorry. I'm also Pacific Islander, and that has Chinese and um, that has multiple different Asians in it. Jeff says, true. Deborah, you are right. No, that's true. Like I was reading the other day, and I know that's a true statement where some of our food can be sold in Canada because some of the stuff it has in it. It's like everybody else is eating healthy compared to us. I think there was an experiment. Well, no, I know for a fact there was an experiment where they took like fast food to somebody in Africa, like the people in Africa that didn't have access to fast food, and they were feeding them that food, and the food was actually making them sick. That explains your complexion and hair. Yeah, that's why I have that yellow skin. Because as we all know, well, if we don't know, Asians are the true yellow people. That's where the somebody getting called yellow, that's where it actually comes from. It's from Asians. Even though once again I'm black too, but black people when they say, "Oh, she's yellow," well, that's actually an Asian terminology that's just kind of transferred over. Yeah, yeah, we're all yellow in some type of weird way. Deborah, you're gonna love it when I take you. I got these two stores I want to take you in, these two Asian supermarkets, and then I'm gonna take you in the Asian clothing store one day. And boy, their stuff is expensive. It is expensive. I was in there looking the other day, but you know, you gotta pay for what you want. And I'm like, I want a whole wardrobe out of here. I'm gonna get one too. I got a whole bunch of different wardrobes for all my ethnicities, but I want to get my Asian side a little bit more. I got me a beautiful pink kimono. I got a bunch of stuff in there. Yeah, kimono, just like that. And mine is actually pink, just like that. Hold on, let me see if I can show it to you guys. I'm not going to unfold it. Let me grab it. Can you guys? Oh, you can't see it. Gosh, you see it? You guys see my pink kimono, you guys? Do you see the design on it up close? Hold on. Do you see the design? I have a picture of my youngest daughter. You need to see her eyes and her hair. It's so thick and black. You see my grandmother. She has a pretty almond color. Definitely see our roots. Listen says wonderful. I love my kimono, guys. I love my kimonos. The patterns on them. Hold on. Gosh darn, it's hard to get a good view of the pattern. Hold on. Let me get the right angle. Do you see the pattern? I love kimonos. Listen, I have kimonos for days. Just know I have kimonos for days. Jeff, me and you are going to talk outside of YT. I guarantee that. I mean, not talk like boyfriend and girlfriend. Just talk. We have a lot I want to talk to you about. Jeff, I love my kimonos. Deborah says that's pretty. Mark says nice. Listen says wonderful. I love my kimonos. This is one of my simple kimonos. I got a kimono. It's red, white, and yellow. I got it to match my living room. And it is a lot to put on. It's probably, I want to say, takes like 15 minutes to put on. You got to wrap this thing around. It's not like just like how you think you put a robe on. It ain't nothing like that. It's a lot of wrapping. Anybody that's Asian knows there's a lot of wrapping involved in kimonos. Silk for Exy. Well, I tell you what, listen, in the kimono, if you can unwrap, it's time to get it, you won't even want it no more. It takes forever to put on, it takes forever to come off. It ain't like no hit it and quit it type thing. No, it ain't fun like that. It looks good, but it's not like an easy wear. I'll put it like that. It's not an easy wear. They look good, but it's definitely a hard thing to put on. What shoes do you wear? I have like little wooden, what are the shoes called? I guess they got a certain name for them, but like a little wooden sandal with like a little Asian shoe. I forget what they're called, but it's cool. They're not very comfortable though. They're not very comfortable. And here's something else. Asian people don't even wear shoes in their house. I don't know if a lot of people know that. Asians don't. Well, some do if you're Americanized or whatever, but Asians don't wear shoes in their house. Like them shoes, very seldomly do they even come inside to get put on the floor. Jeff, did your mom do that? Did you guys do that in your home or? And that's why my kids running around with these shoes in my house. I'm like, we don't do that. Actually, I thought in the YouTube room in the Asian theme, but I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if that's something everybody would dig or think it was cool or anything like that. Can you speak the native tongue? No shoes on in the front room. Let me find my phone. I will show you how fluent one of my children are. If I can find it. Oh gosh, I think it's on the other phone. I can never show anybody anything. I don't know what the heck is going on with that. Jeff, do you speak the language? Hey Bernard, you're back. I see you're back. I think it would be cool for somebody to hear how a black child can speak Chinese. No, you do not. I have it on my other phone. I don't have it on this one. But I have a son that's fluent in Chinese, and when I say he hits it, boy, it's interesting to hear him say it. It's very interesting to hear him say it. He's like, what? What? And he speaks Creole. Why do I not have that anywhere? Granny never has none of her good stuff on here. That sucks. That would have been interesting for you guys to hear. Gosh darn it. You guys would have liked that. Yeah, when my son speaks Creole, you're like, what? What did he say? Hold on, wait a minute. Hold on, guys. I know how to get it. Hold on. I'm going to put you on hold for 1 second. Hold on, guys. Hold on. You still there? You guys still there? All right, so now I'm going to show you my son speaking Creole. I'm wondering if you guys will be able to hear it.
Which means God was saying that Jesus. Oh, bah, Satan! Jesus. Which means God was saying that Jesus.
Did you guys hear what he said? Down with Satan and up with Jesus. It's like a church going thing. This is like what all the elders say in Creole. Whoops.
Oh, bah, Satan! Jesus. Which means God was saying that Jesus.
And then I'm going to show you or let you hear my son speaking Chinese. Hello, Michael. I'm showing my son speaking different languages. This is my son speaking Chinese, guys. Hold on. Let me get a better one. Oh, I didn't record the whole video. I know I suck. He was saying my name is. So yes, my son, he speaks multiple languages. And more so than I do, guys. My son speaks more languages than I do. I'm just saying. He's more fluent than I am. Hello, Michael. Hello, Preppy. Hello, Ivy. Will you guys do me a favor? Granny ain't gonna be on here any longer because she ate beef and she is feeling not so well. So she's gonna go ahead and get off the live. I love you guys. Follow Granny, and I will see you next time. And we're gonna go back to playing our little games and stuff. Granny's just been sick. Like I said, she went to the hospital Friday, was sick all Saturday, so we will probably go back to game night as in tomorrow. So please follow me. I will see you again. Listen, did you see my son? Did you hear my son speak Chinese? Yeah, so my son is bilingual. He's more so than I am. But I love you guys. Turn on your notifications. Follow Granny. We are doing game night tomorrow, you guys. I love you. I love you. Granny eat that meat and I just feel like crap. I have to go lay down. Good night, you guys. Bye.